Welcome on in, everybody. I, of course, am Dr. Delay, bringing you more baseball coverage here on the Dr. Delay Sports Network. We have the Seattle Mariners taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. The Mariners 60-67, evening up the series last night. The Brewers 78-49. The rematch of this series. We'll see how it goes. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully all is well in your area. So it doesn't really matter if you lose 22-0. As long as you win the next day, it wipes it away. It's all even, all square. That's what the Mariners are going with, and that's really a good mindset to have. Again, all wins count the same, whether it's 1-0 or 22-0. Same thing with the losses. As here you go again, this is the stats here. The Mariners, again, not a team that hits very well. The pitching, again, pretty solid. Above average, maybe a little bit inflated because of the 22-run game, but still a pretty good pitching team. But the Brewers, of course, hit very well and pitch very well. Very solid team. That's why they are the best in baseball right now, as they're trying to, of course, keep themselves away from the Dodgers. I believe they have a 1.5 lead of the Dodgers when looking at their side of things. 4.5 lead over the Cubs. A look at the pitching matchups for each team. George Kirby on the mound for the Mariners. The 3.89 ERA. He's been around for a few years. Pretty solid pitcher. Whip of a 1.3, 114 strikeouts in 136 innings pitched. The other side of things, Robert Gasser, 4.54 ERA. He's about average. That's pretty much what he's been. A little bit down compared to his previous few years, but didn't really play too much in those years anyway. So maybe this is who he is, but he's looking to have a good performance today. 68 strikeouts and 73 innings pitched. We'll go ahead and look at the wild card standings in the National League. Again, don't have a American League standings, but again, the Brewers very much just trying to keep themselves above the Dodgers. Again, they are trying to get the number one side of things, number one seed. But yeah, I guess it doesn't really involve any of the National League wildcard teams, this one, so we're just going to move on. But yeah, Brewers 78-49, a 4.5 game lead over the Cubs. Again, a 1.5 over the Dodgers, trying to get that one spot. And for the Mariners, they are sitting 4 games back from the Astros. And I believe 2.5 back from the wild card. So yes, 2.5 back from the Twins. The Twins currently with that number 6 seed. So, yeah, again, the American League not that great. And that is, of course, why the Mariners are very much in it. Very much capable of taking that last spot. A lot of teams are. As you can see, again, the Twins. We have the Rangers, the Mariners, the Indians, the Tigers, Blue Jays, Orioles. All those teams. That is, what is that, 2, 5, 7 teams fighting for one spot. Of course, the Mariners, because the Astros aren't really pulling away in the AL West, very much capable of taking that spot as well. So, of course, 4 games, a little bit more of a challenge than the 2.5 that they would have for the wild card. So easier to get the wild card at the moment. All right, appreciate you guys for tuning in for this Thursday afternoon. Again, we have a delay doubleheader, this one, and then, of course, we have a football game later tonight. Hopefully, I will see you guys there. Brewers in their classic, I won't say classic, but, it's more of a cream white. That's what they're wearing today. The Mariners wearing their kind of teal-colored jerseys. Very nice jerseys for their... Keep saying the American League is not that great. You think they'll win the World Series? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It could happen. It could happen. Here's the pitch. That is inside. Ball 1. We're back underway here in Milwaukee. Again, of course, covered the game last night. Brendan Donovan batting .266, OPS of .760, 3 homers and 12 RBIs on the season. The pitch. That's high and 2-0. How's it going, Gisela? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Russell, good to see you. Bill as well. Steven, Sam. Good to see you guys for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Tom, Miss Donna, Orville, Anthony. Thank you all for hanging out. That's in there, 2-1. Miss Gina as well. 2-1 to Brendan Donovan yesterday. Got on base 4 of the 5 times. 4 to 5 times. Pretty solid stuff. The 2-1. That's inside. 3-1 to Brendan Donovan. Cards up 4-0 on the Reds. Yeah, I know. The Reds, they can't help out the Pirates. They refuse to help the Pirates in any way, shape, or form, as that's outside ball 4. So Gasser throwing gas, but all around the plate, not at the plate. Donovan will walk. And that'll bring up Randy Arozarena's batting .274, OPS of .818, 12 homers and 53 RBIs. Matchy Man, how's it going? Fire May in the sun. You are not a May guy. Broadcasting, we have the Raiders and the Texans tonight. We'll just see how that goes, as that's upstairs ball 1. Just trying to get back into the football shape. Felt pretty good about the Steelers game with the numbers and myself. I mean, if I perform well, yeah, I'm willing to overlook the numbers. So that's in there 1-1. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Play of the Buccos with the day off. They deserve it. And I know you agree, right? 1-1 to Arozarena. The pitch. That's yanked foul. 1-2. 89 of the cutter. Let's go, Drago. Welcome on in. You the man. I am not the man. No, I am just a man. But thank you for hanging out with us. 1-2 count to Arozarena. Gasser kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And, of course, we'll do woohoos for both teams, as it is a neutral game. Thank you, Matchy Man, for the jewels. Appreciate it. W's in the chat. All right. That'll bring up Dominic Canzone, batting .263, OPS of .838. As here's the pitch. That's in there, 0-1. Canzone, as of late, last 7 games with an OPS of .1076. So Canzone's been swinging very well as of late. 0-1 count. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Sweeper down and away, 0-2. That's right, is trying to push all Brewers and Mariners fans away from the channel. I appreciate that so much. 0-2 counts. Gasser readies. The delivery, that's down and away, 1-2. Let's go, Jacob. Your friend is at the game. That's pretty cool. 1-2 to Dominic Canzone. The delivery. Canzone sends a fly ball to right. On the run is Lara, and he makes the catch at the foul line for out number 2. Nice running grab. Very good hustle. 2 outs. Yeah, Canzone, I felt like that was gone, but I think he got more air than he wanted. Just got under it a tad bit. All right, that'll bring up Julio Rodriguez, batting .253, OPS of .737, 19 homers, 53 RBIs. The pitch, that's a swing and a miss. Strike 1, 95 on the fastball. Milwaukee's won a World Series, just the Brewers haven't. Yep. Feels the same way for the Pirates. Of course, we've won, but it's been so many years, and I haven't seen it, so I guess it hasn't really happened. That's off the plate, 1-1. That's how it works, I believe. I think, pretty sure. Let's go, Danny. Welcome on in. 1-1 count to Rodriguez. Runner on first, 2 outs. Gasser kicks and delivers. That's going to be yanked to left. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Chorio's there, throws to third, and that'll keep the runner Donovan at second. All right, runners on first and second for the Mariners. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Josh Naylor, batting .270, OPS of .708, 10 homers, 46 RBIs. No, you're good, Jacob. Don't worry about it. Never apologize for missing a stream. Not a big deal. This is just entertainment. Gasser sets and delivers. That's up the upstairs, ball 1. 1-0 to Naylor. This guy. Trisk trying to guilt Jacob. The 1-0. That's a grounder. 2-second nailer is already conceded. Just jogging down. Throws to first, out number 3. And the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the first, 0-0 in Milwaukee. Packers Steelers, yeah. Yeah, that is well worth it, in my opinion. All right, your starting lineup for the Brewers. It's going to be Bryce Terang at second, Jackson Chourio in left, Jake Bowers at first, Gary Sanchez is catching, Tristan Yelich DHing today, Joey Ortiz is at short, Garrett Mitchell in center, David Hamilton in third, Luis Lara in right. And I think I forgot to do the Mariners, so here you go. Donovan at third, Arozarena at left, Canzone at right, Rodriguez is in center, Naylor at first. Sorry, I think I got a cough drop. Kind of stuck in my throat. It was almost melted, so I swallowed. Not a good idea. Oh, my gosh. All right. Naylor's at first. Taylor Ward is DHing. Cole Young at second base. Johnny Pareda is catching. And Brock Rodden at short. Let's see. Yeah, we'll see what happens this season, right? We'll see what happens. Castor's a better hitter than Yelich. Oh my gosh, this guy. This guy. Unbelievable. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out. We'll see how today's game goes. Is having the game on during quarter breaks and half times. Wait, what? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have it on. It's gonna be a member perk. So that's what I'm gonna go. I think that's what you're talking about. All right, that'll bring up Bryce Terang. It's gonna lead things off for the Brewers, batting .263, OPS of 800, 11 homers, and 75 RBIs. Thank you, Magic Man, for the 6-7. This guy. I know Rhino gets triggered by that. Here is the pitch. That's right down the middle. Strike one. George Kirby on the mound for the Mariners. Got a pretty reliable pitcher. 3.89 ERA. Whip of a 1.31. 0-1 count to Terang. That's downstairs 1-1. 88 on the sweeper. 7th stream in a row. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Energy kind of low today. I'm sure you can kind of tell, but I will try to rise it up and keep the expectations high for you. Appreciate it, though. Thank you very much for the kind words. As Terang sends the ball off the third baseman's glove as it goes into left. That'll be a base hit. There was an opportunity there for Donovan, but just couldn't make the plays. That's a single for Bryce Terang. So Terang's on at first. That'll bring up Jackson Chourio, batting .279, OPS of 810, 17 homers, and 50 RBIs. Handwriting really bad today, so I might have to be switching back and forth to the graphics that have the stats. Kirby kicks and delivers as Chourio pops it up, but that is back behind home plate. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. I'll show him your stream. Spread the word. Gotcha, Trisk. Gotcha. Terang's a good player. He is a good player. Don't worry, Trisk. I'll be fine. I promise. I'll be all right. That's going to be, once again, found back 0-2. Go Raiders. Am I early? You might be just a tad bit. Might be just a tad bit there. A few more hours. What is it? 4.5 hours now? 5.5 hours. The 0-2 to Chourio. That's going to be off the plate with the sweeper. 1-2. 88 on the sweeper. Clap your hands 2 times. Let out a Ric Flair woo. Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing all that there. 1-2 count to Choria the pitch, as Choria sends a fly ball to center field. Rodriguez backing up at the track, but he makes the catch, throws it in. Turang's going to tag up, and Turang is safe. Turang being very aggressive, and it works out. Rodriguez, I think, had a feeling because he threw it right in quickly, but not going to get Turang. So that's a fly out, but Turang does tag up. And smart from Turang. Good stuff. All right, that'll bring up Jake Bowers, batting .275. OPS of .888, 22 homers, 72 RBIs. Well, with the Mariners and Brewers, it doesn't really impact me either way, to be honest. So that's off the plate, ball one. The Brewers are so far ahead of the Pirates. It doesn't really... If they win, they win. Same thing with the Mariners. I mean, they're in the American League, so it doesn't impact me. I'm just calling the game, just kind of a fan of the game. Of course, I have a lot of Brewers supporters on the channel, so that also does impact the decision to call this one, as that's off the plate 2-0. I've said this, I've kind of stopped saying this as of late, but like the more a fan base is vocal about their team, the more they tune in. 'Cause, the Brewers guys, they'll tune in for non-Brewers games. So as a thank you for that, I will tend to call more of them than most other teams. That's going to be off the plates 3-0 to Bowers. That's kind of how I do it for baseball anyway. Football, I just got to stay out of bigger channels' ways. I still call what I want, of course, but whenever I can stay out of, big channels, I will do what I got to do to grow the channel. The 3-0, that's in there, 3-1. 3-1 to Bowers. Steelers keeping 4 quarterbacks? I don't think so. Nice base running, very nice. 3-1 to Jake Bowers. Runner on second, 1 out. Kirby looks back. The pitch. That's off the plate. Ball for 96. Going outside. And Bowers will walk. And that'll bring up Gary Sanchez. Did not play yesterday. He's batting .270. OPS of .814. 10 homers and 29 RBIs. Mariners and Jays both dropped off big time. Yeah, definitely disappointing, but they're still very much in it. They secretly wish they were a Pirates fan. 100%, Denny. 100%. The pitch. That's in there, 0-1. 97 on the sinker. They would like pain and suffering every single year. That's what the cool kids go through anyway. Pain and suffering. 0-1 count. Runners on first and second. Kirby delivers. That's going to be sliced, but that's also a foul ball. It's 0-2. Sanchez with some practice swings will step back in. Clap, clap. I'm good. I think I'll pass. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be yanked to left. That is a fair ball down the left field line. That'll score at least one. Turang is already jogging on home. Rosarina throws it in. And I believe, yes, the other run does score. Sanchez with a 2 RBI double. And the Brewers strike first. Just yanks it down the left field line. And just a matter if it was fair or foul. And it was indeed fair. So the Brewers strike first, 2-0. And Sanchez, again, he's in scoring position. That'll bring up Christian Yelich. Of course, that is Flat's favorite player on the team. He's batting .230 OPS of .688, 9 homers and 44 RBIs. Here is the pitch. That's a big swing and a miss, strike one. Let's go ahead and Goku. Good to see you. Appreciate you, man. Goku's nephew, for tuning in. We're doing all right. Ready for football, man. Ready for football. But we got to do what we got to do in the meantime. 0-1 counts the pitch. That's going to be upstairs 101. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully school is going well. I imagine everyone's back to school now. Or about to be. Tomorrow is the Steelers game. Yes, sir. Yes, it is. 1-1 to Yelich, the pitch. Yelich sends a little flare to right center. That'll drop in for a base hit. That should score Sanchez. Rodriguez, no. Sanchez not fast enough. And will have to stay at third. Sanchez, I don't know. He kind of feels like he should have went. That is tough. That is a single for Christian Yelich. So runners on the corners, and that'll bring up Joey Ortiz, who's been probably the hottest hitter on the team. Did a little research. Last 30 games, batting .341, OPS of .1007, 5 homers, and 18 RBIs. Everyone was saying this guy's been hitting well, so I just went ahead and looked at his last 30, and yeah, can confirm what you guys have been saying. The pitch, that's a ground ball. Goes the opposite way. That'll score a run. 3-0. Throw to third. Yelich is safe. Yelich going the extra mile. Or the extra base, I should say. And it's 3-0 Brewers. Appreciate you, Boom. Yeah, it's tough. You know, I appreciate the $2. But I am not bought and paid for. That is tough. But I appreciate the $2 contribution. School starting Monday for you. Gotcha. Oh, you don't want to go back? I hear you. This is mean anything for the Pirates? Not really. Not really. Not really. But yes, W's in the chat for Boom. I say the Goku. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Always for Goku, man. Goku. I actually did think about him earlier this month. Not even kidding. Like, definitely miss him. I definitely miss him. Runners on the corners, and that'll bring up Garrett Mitchell as Mitchell fouls this back 0-1. Mitchell batting .255, OPS of .756, 8 homers and 51 RBIs. Sanchez too slow, but clutch for a player that is a player every day. Yep, that was very nice. Very nice play by Sanchez. Very nice hit. 0-1 and a pickoff attempt. Oh, I think Ortiz might be out. No! He is safe. That was close. That was close. Ortiz almost caught leading. Go Ravens now. $100 for a woo. I don't know. I mean, for $100, I mean, that's probably way more than I'll make for the next few streams, so I don't know. I think now we're in the conversation. There's a conversation for sure. So that's going to be outside 1-1. Yeah, that Howard is starting tomorrow. Yeah, I guess that'll be interesting. No, you're good. You're good, Boom. Appreciate you, man. 1-1 count to Mitchell. Kirby sets and delivers. That's going to be off the plate, and looks like Ortiz will take second. No throw. Not too sure if Pareda wanted to throw to second and then Yelich would go home. I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking there, but regardless, it's 1-2. Let's go, Michael. Welcome on in. Runners in scoring position. Brewers looking for some more. The pitch. That's off the plate, and it's 2-2. Mitchell also didn't play yesterday. A little bit different lineups. Not too crazy of a difference. 2-2 to Mitchell. The pitch. That's in the dirt. It's going to be 3-2. 24 pitches for Kirby here in the first. Only one out recorded. May pitching for the Brewers is the equivalent of Charlie Batch being the quarterback of the Steelers. So, I mean, you think positively because we love Charlie Batch. This guy. Yeah, we like Charlie Batch. That guy was the greatest backup quarterback of all time. The 3-2 to Mitchell. That's a ground ball. That is over. Naylor's had the chopper. Just went over his head. That'll score at least one. It'll score two. And that is a double for Mitchell. It just keeps going and going and going. 2 RBI double there for Mitchell. Brewers up 5-0 early. Again, I guess they took that loss personally last night. I mean, they were kind of coming back too. The Mariners were up 7-0. The Brewers kind of chopped at it away a little bit. Couldn't complete it. Wow, this is definitely a shock. Brewers up 5-0. This is Hamilton, the pitch, as Hamilton knocks it foul. Hamilton batting .239, OPS of .652, 4 homers, and 21 RBIs. Sergeant Pepper. I do like Dr. Pepper. Worst month of the season for October. That's tough. Yeah. You never know, man. You never know. The pitch. That's in there, 0-2. Live in Milwaukee, it's so tough. Yeah, that is brutal. Ready for football? Yeah, for sure. Tommy Maddox? Yeah, Steelers we don't really look at Tommy Maddox the same as Charlie Batch. The 0-2. That's going to be hit foul. I'm subbing since you mentioned covering the Brew Crew. I mean, again, I'm not trying to say I cover them every day because I don't. It's not. I don't know. I mean, it depends. I don't want to turn you away, of course, Dwayne, but I do cover them more than the other team, other teams, not named the Pirates, because of course, the Brewers fans, they're pretty good. Brewers fans have been pretty good to me for the most part. It's downstairs 1-2 to Hamilton. Kirby readies. This is pitch number 30, the pitch. That's off the plate, 2-2, 83 on the knuckle curve. I'm surprised there's no Brewers content guy that covers the games. I would have way more subs if I covered the Brewers. It's not even close. It's wild to me that no one covers the Brewers. So that's going to be chopped foul, and it's still 2-2. Thank you, Dwayne. I appreciate it, though. Reds come back. Yeah, we need the Reds to come back. Help us out, please. Number Rocky Blyer. That'll work. Don't have any money on this game for once. Just want to come by and give you a like. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Bull. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. The 2-2 as Hamilton fouls it off. 2-2. Again, likes, of course, push out the stream to more Brewers fans, Mariners fans, sports fans, baseball fans. That's pretty much what it does. That's all the likes do. 2-2 to Hamilton. The pitch. And that is, once again, tapped foul. Hamilton working the count again. Not looking good for Kirby here in the first. Already 33 pitches. And, of course, already allowing 5 runs. That is no bueno. Honorary Brewers fans, I know. Yeah, Trisk can cover the Brewers. Trisk would be really good at it. The 2-2. Hamilton sends this to right. That drops in for a base hit. It's going to be 6-0 Brewers. Throw into second. The ball gets away, but not too far away. He'll be safe at second. Another RBI for the Brewers. An RBI double. And it's 6-0. Can they get the extra point at this point? As that'll bring up Luis Lara, the number 9 hitter. Batting .242, OPS of .682, 1 homer and 15 RBIs. Unbelievable. The Brewers. Wish the Pirates could do this more often. But the Brewers. Single, fly out, walk, double, single, double, double. That has been their inning. Pretty solid inning, I would say. With Lara getting... Actually, no, he's going to wait a little bit. There's a mound visit for the Mariners. You get a hit, you get a hit. Yeah, everyone's getting a hit right now. Kirby's at 34. They're metal. Cards 4, Reds 5. Yeah, we need that. Be cool if you hang a Brewers jersey in the background for these games. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be spending a little money I have on an opposing team. You know what I'm saying? Tell you what, if I'm rich, then we can do that. It'll be a few years. And that's if everything goes right. Kirby sets. That would be cool, though, to have merchandise for each team. Lara sends a fly ball to center, but that's going to be caught by Rodriguez. He makes the catch, throws it to third. I believe. Yep, Hamilton tags up. Man. So the Brewers being, they're on it today. Any even outs they're taking advantage of. Again, Chorio's fly ball. Terang tagged up on it. And then Lara's fly ball. Hamilton tags up. So Terang, who, they batted around. He started the bottom of the first. He's at the plate. 2 outs, runner on third. The pitch. Breaking ball in there, 0-1. Better than yesterday, I bet so, Dave. What's going on, Alfonso? Good morning from Brawley, California. Go Brewers. Appreciate you, Alfonso, for hanging out. 0-1 count. Kirby sets. The pitch. That's in the dirt. 1-1. 87 on the sweeper. 130. Yep. Hope we win by at least 23-0 this guy. Becoming a Brewers fan, I am not. Thanks for not being a Brewers hater. Well, I don't know. Some of these guys saying I'm a Brewers fan, they might be turning me into one during the stream. But appreciate you, Dylan, for hanging out. Here's the 1-1. That's in the dirt. 2-1. I even mentioned, oh man, it was yesterday, because I'm a Pirates guy, obviously you can probably tell. But, if I ever did, if I were to stop doing the Pirates, I'd also not do the Brewers. And just as a joke, I'd just make it short, as that's going to be hit right to the second baseman. He'll just toss it to first. Young tosses to Naylor for out number 3. The inning is over, but the Brewers score 6 runs. Again, what do we have here? We have 2 RBIs from Sanchez, an RBI from Ortiz, RBI from Mitchell, RBI from Naylor. That does only add up to 5. Just ignore that. Regardless, 6-0 Brewers. So we go to the top of the second. But yeah, I just make like a YouTube short or something where I'm like, I stop calling the Pirates. So then the logical move would go to the Brewers. But no, I don't cover the Brewers. It's the Cubs. That'd make everybody mad. That's what I need to do. Just become a villain. Anyway, Taylor Ward, Cole Young, and Johnny Pareda will be up for the Mariners as they look to try to get themselves back into the ball game. 50-0 would be fun. Yep. Sure. I'm sure that happens. All right. We will look at what's happening across baseball right now. The Reds lead 5-4 over the Cardinals. Indians leading 3-2 over the Giants. Blue Jays leading 3-1 over the Rays. Braves and the White Sox 0-0. And the Royals leading 1-0 over the A's. That is pretty much it. Again, thank you for the subs. I do appreciate that. I think we got 3 there. Again, trying to get to 11,000 by the start of the NFL season. We got 20 days to do it. So make sure again to hit that like button. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Free. Of course, likes just push out the stream to more and more potential viewers. That's all it does. More Brewers fans, more Mariners fans. That is really it. All right. We're working our way back. Gasser on the mound. Here's the pitch. That's at the knees, but it's not called a strike. Ball 1 as we're back underway. Again, the Mariners already in a pretty big hole. They'll look to dig out of it with Taylor Ward at the plate leading off the top of the second, the 1-0. That's looking there, 1-1. Taken looking. What does that even mean? Regardless, Ward's batting .240, OPS of 705, 7 homers, 32 RBIs. It's all downhill from here, folks. 1-1 the pitch. That's at the knees this time. It's called a strike. 1-2. 92 on the fastball from Gasser. Appreciate you, Alfonso. Thank you very much. Y'all ready for football? Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. Here's the pitch. That's upstairs 2-2. Everyone's so confused. Or not everyone, but, those that have just joined in the past few months, like, This is a football channel, believe it or not. This is a football channel. I cover baseball during the off-season just to keep the channel active and growing. So that's inside 3-2. There on the cutter from Gasser. Let's go on, Sam. Welcome on in. I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Still sick, but I'll make it. Got my cough drops to my side here just in case. But ready for football again. You got a doubleheader tonight. Raiders and the Texans. The 3-2, and that's going to be tapped foul. 88 on the cutter. Yeah, my pleasure, Alfonso. Not my pleasure. My pleasure. Doc looking dapper. I feel dead. Woke up late. I feel like death, to be honest with you. 3-2. The pitch. That's upstairs. Ball 4. So Ward walks. That'll bring up Cole Young, batting .256, OPS of 712, 15 homers, and 56 RBIs. And Gasser also walked his first batter he faced in the first. Proceeded to strike out the next batter. Gasser kicks and delivers. That's right down the middle for a called strike. 0-1. I get a game on the Cardinals today. Yeah, maybe. Maybe the Reds can help us out for a change. 0-1 count. The pitch. That's a sweeper in there. Nice pitch. 0-2. 80 on the sweeper. Started at Young, then catches the plate. Yeah, it would be nice. Oh, and 2 count to Cole Young. The pitch. Checked his swing. Did he go? Appeal down to third. He did not. The count is 1-2. By the way, of course, Gasser at 28 pitches. Gasser. The delivery. That's going to be tailing foul. 95 on the sinker. Afternoon game here in Milwaukee. I don't see the fan favorites that everyone in the chat was going after, you know, or talking about last night. So that's going to be off the plate. 2-2. I believe the name was Amy. No Amy today. I'm sure everyone is let down about it. Looks like a decent sized crowd in Milwaukee. 2-2 count. The pitch. And that is going to be fouled back again. He was late on it. 94 in the sinker. Two and two. Gasser sets. Runner on first. Nobody out. The pitch. And that is once again. He just fouls it back. I don't even know how he made contact with that one. Was so late on it. Young, I think, had a little smile there. What in the world? I don't even know how he made contact, but he did. 2-2. I believe this is pitch number 7 of the at-bat. The pitch. Young sends a fly ball to right. Lara is working his way in and makes the catch. That is out. Number 1. And that'll bring up Johnny Pareda. Did not play yesterday. He's batting .265, OPS of 668, 2 homers and 4 RBIs. Let's go on, Scott. Welcome on in. Thought the Brewers didn't care about this game since the Braves tomorrow. I think every game. That's going to be in there 0-1 with baseball. You had 162 games. Not every game. Every game doesn't matter. But the sum of every game matters. So, you take your wins when you can. It's not like teams are trying to lose. Might feel that way sometimes. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be fouled back. And it's 0-2. Yeah, like the difference in baseball between the top teams and small teams might seem pretty big on paper. But when you look at it, when you compare it to NFL standings, as 0-2 count from Gasser, the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! There is Gasser's second strikeout. Again, of course, woohoos for both teams for strikeouts. But yeah, like you compare 162 games, you know, it kind of translates to the 16 or 17 now of the NFL. So if you see an MLB team, 100-win season really good, that's like 10-6 in the NFL. So, like, just think about that for, you know, just for a little bit. And you'll see, like, man, it's, I don't know, it's just not as big as you'd think. So that's going to be fouled off his foot. 0-1. Rodden at the plate. Batting .294, OPS of .910, no homers, and 3 RBIs. Every team would rather win. More fun. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Thank you again for the sub. I appreciate that. We're at 870. 0-1 count to Rodden. Taking his time to get back in again. Took a ball off his foot there. Oh, yeah. It actually didn't even hit the padding. It actually is right next to the shin, the calf. The 0-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Changeup down and away. Count is 0-2. Gasser kicks and delivers way off the plate. Nice save by Sanchez. Keeps the runner at first. 1-2. But yeah, Brewers Braves, that seems like a pretty good series. 1-2 to Rodden. The pitch. Ground ball, and that gets past the diving Hamilton for a base hit. So a 2-out single for Rodden keeps the inning going. And that'll flip the lineup over as Brandon Donovan will be at the plate. He walked in his first appearance. I mean, that was Ortiz at short, not Hamilton. Hamilton playing third, Ortiz at short. Two outs, 2 men on here in the top of the second. Gasser sets. Looks back at second. The pitch. Donovan pops it up. That is a foul ball. Oh, and 1 to Donovan. Donovan sends it over Terang. Good effort, but that will get down. Oh, it gets past Lara. Lara took a bad angle. Mitchell's with it. He throws it in. That'll score 1. That'll score 2. The Mariners scoring 2. Terang just a few inches short. Lara took a bad angle. More direct than he should have. And that is a 2 RBI double for Donovan. And the Mariners get 2 back. Sending it to right center. Again, over Terang's glove, just barely. And Lara, yeah, he just misjudged it. And because of that, they'll score 2. Would have scored 1 for sure. So Randy Rosarino will be at the plate. He struck out in his first appearance. Now the Brewers going to have a chat with Gasser. Kind of unlucky there for Gasser, but yeah, it's definitely tough. Again, a runner at second. 2 outs. Let's go, and Scott, welcome on in. Russell liking it. Gasser with 18 pitches in the first, 24 in the second. Six to 2 your score. Mariners with the runner in scoring position. 2 outs. The pitch, and that's downstairs. Ball 1, 88 on the changeup. One 1-0. Gasser looks back. He looks back again. Here is the pitch. That's on the outside corner for a called strike. Rosarena, don't know if you like the call or not, but it's 1-1. Rosarena apparently much better on the road. OPS of 903 on the road. At home, 719. Very interesting. The 1-1. That's inside. Oh, and it hit him apparently. And Rosarena, yeah, the umpire didn't even call it initially. But Rosarena said it hit him. And I guess the umpire agreed. No challenge from Murphy. So that'll be runners at first and second with 2 outs. So he just got his elbow guard, I believe. Yeah. So 45 pitches for Gasser. And it'll bring up Dominic Canzone. 0 for 1 flew out in his first appearance. The pitch. Canzone pops it up third base side. On the run is Hamilton. He makes the catch for out number 3. The inning is over, but the Mariners score 2. So we go to the bottom of the 6th, 6-2 in Milwaukee. Due up for the Brewers will be Jake Bowers, Gary Sanchez, and Christian Yelich. Thank you guys again for hanging out today. Make sure again before you depart to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe as well. It is free to do so. It is free. I promise. Think of it more as a follow button. Just give me 1 sec. All right. I appreciate you, Brian, for hanging out. Go Pirates. Pirates enjoying an off day as they travel out west. And it'll probably be the last difficult stretch that they have for a good bit. At the Dodgers, at the Padres. And then they come home to host the Cardinals. And I want to say they play them again in September as well. So thank you again for the sub. Appreciate it. We are trying to grow the channel even more. We are less than 130 away from 11,000. Trying to get there by the beginning of football season. Make sure again to do so. 20 days away till the NFL. Almost here. Almost here. We'll check out scores, of course, at the end of the bottom of the 2nd. And, of course, again, feel free to chat down below and talk about whatever you like for the most part. For the most part. I got to put that disclaimer in there. I really try to get to the chat as often as I can. Definitely a chat-friendly channel. Definitely a chat-friendly channel. Try to get to the chat. But not biggie. No biggie as well. Just hanging out. And again, I'll be covering the Texans and the Raiders tonight. That should be fun again for Fernando Mendoza, just to see him in a Raiders uniform. Didn't really see much. Didn't really look at many of the highlights from preseason week 1. Don't really look at the highlights, to be honest with you, from preseason. All right, Chourio at the plate. He is, let's see, he's 0 for 1. 0-1 count to Chourio, and that's going to be fouled back, and it's quickly 0-2. Chourio with an OPS over 800. 0-2 to Jackson. Chourio Kirby sets and delivers. That's upstairs, ball 1. Chourio the month of August, batting .309, 4 homers, 8 RBIs as well. 1-2, and looks like there's a little bit of an issue. Pareda, gonna go out and visit with George Kirby. That's interesting. All right, 1-2 to Chourio, as I think that was a brief visit. Kirby kicks and delivers. That's upstairs, ball 2, 96 on the fastball. They're showing, of course, the best records in all of baseball in the Rays and the Dodgers game and a half back. Braves 4 games back. Same thing with the Cubs, as that's fouled back 2-2. Well, the Cubs are 4.5, I believe, right? I think they're 4.5 of the Cubs. Cubs have been playing well as well, and they've been really had a good series with the White Sox. That was a pretty fun one. 2-2 to Chourio, and that's grounded foul. 83 on the knuckle curve. For the American League, the Mariners, again, only 2.5 back. I know they're 60 and 67, but that is how bad the American League has been. Everyone's saying that someone's going to get hot. I mean, you're probably right. At least one of them with the month to go. That's outside ball 3. But maybe no one does. And maybe we'll see a sub-500 team in the playoffs. 3-2 to Chourio. That's fouled back. 96 on the fastball. Chourio just working that count again. Kirby already at 47 pitches. Hasn't exactly been a great start for Kirby. The 3-2. That's a breaking ball downstairs. Ball 4. Paredes going to challenge. He's going to lose. Not a good challenge. So Chourio will walk. And yep, that's a pretty bad call there by the catcher. 3 inches. That'll bring up Jake Bowers, who walked in his first appearance. Chourio trots down to first. Oh man, what a dumb challenge! Yeah, not that good. Drago, what have you been up to lately? What you been doing? That's going to be in there for a called strike 0-1. Maybe a favorable call for the Mariners. Umpire kind of has been all over the place when you think about it. At the knees, he's kind of inconsistent. Outside, he's been inconsistent there as well. Pickoff attempts. Looks like he is safe. 0-1 to Bowers. Kirby sets. This is pitch number 50 as it's on the way. That's in the dirt. Appeal down to third. Did he go? He did. Bowers can't believe it. Oh, he's not happy at all. Wow, he is not a happy guy. Murphy doesn't like it at all, so let's see. I mean, that's 50-50. I don't know. You can't get mad on a 50-50 there. 0-2 count. What's going on, Robert? Welcome on in. Good to see you. Here's the 0-2. That's in the dirt. 1-2. 84 on the curve. I don't know. You think that with the reaction like that from Bowers that it was so bad of a call, but no, it was pretty much right there. 50-50 call. Like he went parallel with the front of the plate. 1-2 to Bowers. Kirby sets. Pickoff in. Looks like Chourio is safe. Pickoff attempts. What's your thoughts on game 1 of the series? I didn't really get to see much of it, but I just heard about it. It's crazy. 22-0. Like you don't see that. You don't see that. I mean, the Brewers, though, they're capable of good things. As that is sent to right. That is going to get down. That is a base hit. Canzone throws it in. Chourio has to stay at second, but that is a single for Jake Bowers. I heard that Rodriguez threw a ball in the crowd that was live. It's crazy. He threw a live ball into the crowd. Thought it was, I guess, 3 outs, I guess. I don't know. Definitely not good. All right, so runners on first and second, nobody out. Gary Sanchez steps up. 2 RBI double in his last appearance. The pitch. Sanchez pops it up. That is a foul ball. Could have went either way. No reason to get upset. I know. It just seemed like with his reaction, I was kind of assuming that it was like he held up clearly, but no, it was like It was one of those 50-50 calls where you just, I don't know. That was pretty crazy by Bowers. But again, he gets on anyway. So, I guess it doesn't matter. The 0-1, Sanchez pops it up. This one, first base side, that is a souvenir. Oh, I think it hit a guy in the head. Oh, geez. Well, they cut away, but hopefully he's okay. Oh, my gosh. Need to watch the whole highlights of the 22 blowout. Really? All right, I guess I'll have to do that, man. Guess I'll have to. 0-2 count. The pitch. Sanchez gets a piece of it and fouls it back. Is it really that crazy? Like, that's pretty wild. Yeah, Rising Rhino, great. Rising Rhino, great. Great channel, great friend of the channel. Oh, and 2 count to Sanchez. Again, Kirby, I don't think he's not lasting long at all. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. He struck him out. It's the first strikeout for Kirby, and it's you got him looking. 1 out. Sanchez not happy. That's a nice breaking ball. Started at his body and then catches the inside corner. That'll bring up Christian Yelich, who singled in his first appearance. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Six more days until NBA 2K27. Yeah, I don't really play much of NBA 2K anymore. The pitch, that's in there, 0-1. The last one I had, I don't know if I have it over there. I think it may have been NBA 2K. Like, it had Kobe on the cover. NBA 2K 10 or 11 or something like that. I think it may have been 10. So I think 11 had MJ on the cover. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. Yeah, I don't really play much of 2K anymore. Not really into the NBA as much, as you already know. You already know I'm not into it anymore. Fan channel for Matt's coverage. Yeah, I haven't really. I need to, I guess, one of these days talk to him. Never really have made an effort to be on friendly terms. Here's the 0-2. That's upstairs 1-2. I know he's a friend of JJ, so the middleman is definitely there. You know, of course, he covers the Yankees. Those dang Yankees. 1-2 to Yelich. Kirby almost at 60 pitches. The delivery, that's fouled back. These Brewers just keep on fouling everything off. I mean, they're going to go into this bullpen for sure, and I'm sure that's what the Mariners do not want. One and 2 count. The pitch, that's in the dirt. And it's just 2-2, by the way, after all these pitches. Again, 2-2 count to Yelich. Go Yankees, Pittsburgh. Nah, I mean, not really. Again, that's... I don't really do play-by-plays with others unless they're in person. I can't do a play-by-play with over the internet. I don't know. I don't think it would be a good stream as that's popped up. That is a foul ball. That's just how, I don't know. That's how my mindset is. I feel like, again, they could be ahead. I could be behind, or I'm ahead. I don't know. It would just be kind of odd, I feel like. But, yeah, that's why, I don't know. I feel like you do a show for sure. I mean, I don't know. It'd be better if Rhino and I were, you know, at the same place as well. But you know, over the air, you know, that's more doable than an actual play-by-play stream. 2-2 to Yelich. Kirby sets and delivers. That's hit right to the shortstop. Steps in the bag for 1. Throws to first. Yelich is safe. Yelich able to beat it out. Naylor, though, asking. And we'll see. Maybe if there's a... And the Mariners going to challenge. Yeah, Rodden, I don't know. He pump faked for some reason. I don't know what happened there. Maybe he had a tough transition from glove to hand. But they're going to challenge this. So it could be a double play. Mariners seem to believe that he is out. I know Naylor initially... Oh, yeah, I believe he's going to be out. I think that's going to be a double play. I know that's going to make Flat so happy. So, DJ, welcome on in. Why are you so nervous with the 4-run lead? I don't know. But I can understand. I mean, it's baseball. Anything can happen. It is a double play. He is out. So that is a double play for Yelich. So despite the kind of lengthy inning, or it seemed that's what it seemed, no run score. As we go to the top of the third, Brewers 6, Mariners 2. All right, what's happening in other parts of the MLB? The Reds leading 5-4 over the Cardinals. The Indians lead 4-2 over the Giants. Blue Jays leading 5-1 over the Rays. Braves leading 1-0 over the White Sox, and the Royals leading 1-0 over the A's. All right. Let's see here. Found your channel in late May. It's your George Pickens trade video of Bob Nutting. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, those were stupid. Those were dumb. I didn't know what type of channel it's going to be then. I still don't really know, to be honest with you. Obviously, it's play-by-play, but, definitely would like to expand on that because that was definitely not the goal initially. But, yeah, I got you. I appreciate it. Those were dumb. Those were fun. Those were so dumb, but appreciate it, Sam. All right. Due up for the Mariners will be Julio Rodriguez, Josh Naylor, and Taylor Ward. Oh, man. Yeah, George Pickens. That was a Tom Grossi parody. And then the Bob Nutting one was like the pitch meeting parodies. He does movies. So, yeah. But again, welcome on in, folks. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. We're at 60 likes. We'll try to get to 100. That would be pretty good for a non-Pirates stream, Pittsburgh Pirates. So make sure, again, to hit that like button. Make sure to sub to the channel as well. Again, it is free to do so. Trying to grow the channel even more as Rodriguez pops this one up. That is a foul ball. 0-1. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate you, man, for the Disco Jules. W's in the chat for Jay. All right. 0-1 to Rodriguez. Gasser kicks and delivers. That's off the plate. 1-1. 88 on the changeup. Yeah, you definitely don't pick your favorite players there for fantasy there, DJ. But it's, it's a learning experience. Here's the 1-1. That's a grounder, and that's a foul ball. Of course, fantasy football, the strategies and all that have changed a lot since I first started. I started fantasy, it's been, I guess, about 15 years now. 15 years. Started in high school. 1-2 to Rodriguez. The pitch. That's downstairs 2-2. Like, I know there's a lot of fantasy players like, oh, I'm a fan of the... I like the Cardinals. Okay, well, go ahead and pick the Cardinals quarterback, running back, receiver, do all that. Go ahead and do it. And you'll be surprised when you go 2-12. Just like the Cardinals in real life, as that's going to be sent out to left field. Chorio is there and makes the catch for round number 1. Yeah, it just doesn't really, I don't know. You just gotta. The more you do it, the better you'll get at it. That makes any sense. Bequito's going with Go Pack Go. Appreciate you, man, for hanging out. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. They have no issue, though, with the Packers. Packers, pretty solid franchise. Josh Naylor at the plate. Gasser sets, kicks, and delivers. That's downstairs. Ball 1. 94 in the sinker. Appreciate you for the sub there. Thank you very much. I'm from Arizona, man. I support Brewers and Pirates sometimes for gambling purposes. You're good, Raul. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate your support. I know you've been here for a good bit. Here's the 1-0. That's off the plate. 2-0. 2-0 counts. This guy. So we're going to brisket flat for the game. That sounds great. That sounds fantastic. The 2-0. That's a check swing. He went 2-1 to Josh Naylor. I don't know. I like Naylor. Definitely kind of, I don't know. I feel like it's a down year for him, but he still has 26 stolen bases, believe it or not. The 2-1. That's a grounder to second. Terang is there. Tosses to first for out to number 2. Just a nice play. Nice play from Terang. So 2 outs. And that'll bring up Taylor Ward, who walked in his first appearance. Go Bears. There's Mr. Robert. Appreciate you for hanging out. Yeah, I imagine you don't get along with Packers and Cubs fans. Or, pardon me, Brewers fans. Mr. Robert being a Bears and Cubs fan. Here is the delivery. That's off the plate. Ball 180 on the sweeper. 1-0 count. Gasser delivers. That's downstairs 2-0. Yep, Russell's been here. Russell's been here for a very long time. Russell's an OG of the channel. Russell came on early last year, 2025. Probably about April or May. Here's the pitch. That's inside 3-0. Definitely, yeah, within the first few months. It's going back road after, yeah, only the third inning. I know this game is kind of taking its time. 3-0 count to Ward. That's fired in there. Get me over strike. 3-1. Richard with the go pack go. 3-1 counts. Gasser delivers. That is popped up. That is a foul ball. Richard with the smack talk. I don't know, Richard, again. I picked the Packers to do very well last year, and you guys, oh my gosh. I mean, that was the worst half of football I've ever seen. Like, I say that every single time that game is brought up, which I brought it up, but, I mean, that was very disappointing. That's foul back 3-2. The Bears didn't really win. The Packers lost. It was such a embarrassing performance in the second half. That was, yeah, I picked the Packers to go to the Super Bowl, so that was early. That was in the preseason. I picked the Packers and the Bills. Those are my picks. Definitely tough. The 3-2. Called strike 3. He struck him out. That is Gasser's third strikeout of the day as we go to the bottom of the third. Brewers 6, Mariners 2. Due up for the Brewers will be Joey Ortiz, Garrett Mitchell, and David Hamilton. I get along with my Packer Brewer fans. They just don't get along with me. That's fair. That sounds fair, Roberts. I can't fault you there. Can't fault you there. I heard there was... Oh, what was it? Someone brought a flag to a Chicago game. Was it a Packers fan that did that? Or was it a Lions fan? Or I heard there was something. I just don't know what the specifics were. I imagine that didn't go well. I guess. Hopefully they're alive. Yeah, that's... I don't know if that's how you unite White Sox fans and Cubs fans, is bringing like an NFC North rival team to Chicago. They will unite so quickly. Let's go on, Jeff. Good to see you. Appreciate you for hanging out. Brewers shockingly lost last night. Oh, I did some mini research. This is my 21st Brewers game of the year. 21st Brewers game that I've covered. So, which most of that is with the Pirates. I think we've covered 10 games with the Pirates. I guess not most at this point now. But, yep. Announcing voice. I don't know. I know since I've been sick, I feel like I've been sick now for a while, but now it's really catching up to me. Like, it's more of the nose now. Like, I used to It's more. It used to be more with my chest and my throat. Now it's. I know I'm talking through here, so I need to figure that out. I need to get rid of this. Go back to the lower. Something changed. I don't know what changed. So it's like a batter with this swing. Something changed. You don't know what it was. Like, when did that happen? The same thing with my voice. The pitch. That's in there 0-1. Joey Ortiz with an RBI single in his first appearance. 0-1 count. Kirby, by the way, still out there. Here is the delivery, and that's sent out to center field. Rodriguez is there. That is out number 1. And that'll bring up Garrett Mitchell. Mitchell with an RBI double. Sinus, yeah. I think that's what it is. My sinuses are messed up. Oh well, I just got to get healthy. Healthy before football season. Kirby taking a while. He's actually just going to step off. Oh, they're going to say a violation. Really? Thought he stepped off. Want to know count to Garrett Mitchell. Kirby delivers. That's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Packers fan brought a flag, right field bleachers, and the chant was the Packers suck. It's on YouTube. Oh, man. Yeah, it's not good. Here's the 1-1, the pitch. That's a ground ball, and that gets through for a base hit. And, oh, he might go to 2. He's got to 2. He's hustling. Throw is in. He is safe. Just hustles a slow ground ball up the middle. And the outfielders were kind of chilling, not hustling. Mitchell was. That is a double. When it would have been really a single. That is not good if you're the Mariners. That is pretty crazy. So Mitchell at second, and that'll bring up Josh Naylor. RBI double in his last appearance. Yeah, again, the Brewers had a really nice first time through. The bunt is down. It is a foul ball, and it's 0-1. Any decent NFL games on? The Texans-Raiders, I think, will be fun. Not because I'm covering it, but, you know, because of Mendoza. I think just the fact that Mendoza's playing would be pretty interesting. I guess the Texans will have Davis Mills or someone else play. I'm not too sure, but, you know, it'll be interesting for sure. 0-1 to Hamilton. That's going to be in there, and it's 0-2. Any games that mean anything for the Pirates? The Reds. The Reds-Cardinals. Definitely need the Reds to win. I don't know if anyone else is really playing today. 0-2 to Hamilton. Kirby will step off and look back. Mitchell to the bag. National TV, it's on ESPN. ESPN, yes. The other game, Chargers-Niners. I think that's on NFL Network. VIX. Yeah, the day I had no camera, I had VIX. I had VIX like all over the place. That's in there, but not called a strike. It looks like he's going to get that. It's going to be a good challenge there for Pareda. He struck him out. That is strikeouts number 2 for Kirby. That is his second strikeout of the day. By the way, both backwards Ks. And Luis Lara will make his way to the plate. He's 0 for 1. The Cardinals apparently have just taken the lead. That's not good. The pitch. Breaking ball in there, 0-1. 84 on the knuckle curve. That's, yeah, the Pirates really need some help. And the Reds got their butts kicked. 5-game series. You only win 1 at home. Unbelievable. Just horrible. The 0-1 to Lara. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Again, a bunch of Reds fans just commenting under my videos, making me, again, that's when the Pirates are really struggling. Oh, the Pirates are last place now. Blah blah blah. Well, yeah. Now what are you guys doing? You guys are beneath us, and you can't win a game now. Can't win a game to save your season, and of course help us out. 0-2 counts. Kirby looks back. The pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Kirby. He's kind of settled in. Obviously, a horrible first inning. But we go to the top of the fourth. Brewers 6, Mariners 2. Due up for the Mariners will be Cole Young, Johnny Pareda, and Brock Rodden. Go Packers, Colts, and Cowboys. Yeah, those are all, I would say, cornerstone franchises. Fernando, the future's bright. Yeah, no, Mendoza might be something, man. It definitely would be cool to see the Raiders good. Though the problem is, I don't know if I want it in Vegas. I'd rather it in Oakland. As an as a football fan, I'd rather that. So, yeah, the Cardinals, they're now pummeling the Reds 10-5. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The Indians leading 4-2 over the Giants. Blue Jays leading 5-1 over the Rays. Braves leading 1-0 over the White Sox. The Royals lead 3-0 over the Athletics. And that is all. 3 other games later tonight. Yankees, Orioles, Nationals, Rangers, and Angels. And the Astros. Not having root for South Stewart. The world must be ending. Honestly, I don't want to. I hope he struggles while everyone else succeeds there, Sam. Crybaby Stewart, man. Ugh. The Reds kept winning and winning. I mean, yeah, they had a nice streak, but the Reds are just not a good team. The Reds, they were overachieving. Their run differential is so horrible. They really, like, this is what the Reds are. The Reds should be like, they shouldn't even have 60 wins. The Pirates should have more wins. But, yeah, obviously the Pirates have blown so many games. But, anyway. It is what it is. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel, folks. It is free. Trying to grow the channel even more. Here is the pitch. The bunt is down, but it's also a foul ball. And it's 0-1. This is Cole Young, who flew out in his first appearance. 15 homers on the year. OPS of 711. One to Young. Gasser sets and delivers. Checked his swing. That's down and away. It's 1-1. 79. Gasser fires one outside. It's 2-1. Gasser at 65 pitches. It's been kind of up and down today. Had a nice third inning, though. The 2-1 is swung on and missed. 2-2, 86 on the cutter. Missed the black hole for sure. Just a majority team fan base. Would be nice. Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah, it does. In Vegas, it feels like there's more away fans for sure. 2-2 to Young. That's taken outside for a ball. 3-2. Only 83 on the cutter that time. That's, I don't know. May as well just be a slider at that point. 3-2 the pitch. That's off the plate. Ball 4. So Gasser, after a 1-2-3 inning, walks his first batter he faces in the fourth. And that'll bring up Johnny Pareda. Struck out in his first appearance. Should not be winning. Yeah, I guess they're going to start now losing. You know. And I think they still have some easy series coming up. But once September hits, they have a brutal schedule. I mean, their schedule is... They haven't played anyone. I mean, now they're playing everybody, apparently, in September. The pitch, that's downstairs for a ball. Ball 1. They will probably finish with 90 losses. Or at least in the high 80s. Here's the 1-0. That is in there. Not called a strike. Sanchez will challenge, and he will win this. That'll even up the count to 1-1. There it is. Just caught the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Gasser readies. Looks over at first. The pitch. That's sent out to right center. That'll drop in for a base hit. That might push the runner to third. And he is going to third, and he will be safe. And the Mariners with runners on the corners with nobody out. Another opportunity for the Mariners. Looking like they might be cutting into this lead of the Brewers. Plenty of game left for sure. For sure. All right, that'll bring up Brock Rodden, who singled in his first appearance. Gasser and the pitching coach going to have another chat. Chad Patrick warming up for the Brewers. I definitely would like to see, if you're a Brewers fan, Gasser go at least 5, but I don't think that'll be happening. Don't think that'll be happening. Want to save that bullpen for the Brave series. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Trying to grow this channel even more. Trying to get to 11,000 by the time the NFL season is here. So make sure, again, to subscribe before you go today. Make sure to hit that like button as well. What does that do? That does push out the stream to more Brewers fans, Mariners fans, baseball fans, sports fans of all kinds, essentially. So make sure to hit the like button. It is free. All right, we are back again. It's going to be Rodden at the plate. Runners on the corners. Nobody out. Gasser sets. The pitch. That bunt is foul. Went straight back. 0-1. Gasser, by the way, at 72 pitches. Again, that's with no outs in the fourth. Gasser readies. Kicks and delivers. That's going to be sent to right. That's a foul ball. 0-2 to Rodden. Brock Rodden. Not Lesnar. Gasser sets. The pitch. Called strike 3. He struck him out at the knees. Rodden can't believe it. Just kept standing there for a few seconds. That was a huge pitch there by Gasser. 88 right at the knees. Sanchez nods, showing his approval of that pitch. All right, that'll bring up Brendan Donovan, 1 for 1 with the walk. 2 RBI double in his last appearance. Gasser sets and delivers. That's going to be hit right to Terang. Throws to first. He is safe. Almost doubled him up. What a play by Terang. And just like that, 2 outs. Would be such a bummer for the Mariners if they're not able to push across anybody. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Now there's runners on the corners, 2 outs. That'll bring up Randy Arozarena. 0 for 1 was hit by a pitch. Thank you again for the sub. I appreciate that. Really do. The pitch. That's in the dirt. Oh, it gets up behind him. And that's going to score a run. So they score anyway on the don't know if that's a wild pitch or just a pass ball. I feel like it's more on the catcher. What happened here? That was down and in, but it was definitely stoppable. Oh, that's just bad by Sanchez. So the Mariners score a run. Pareda now at second. It is a pass ball, the pitch. That's off the plate 2-0. So not a wild pitch. That was a pass ball. That was all on Sanchez. 2-0 to Arozarena. Catch you later, Drago. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. Wow, and Murphy's going to come out. That is pretty crazy. So in the middle of a count, 2-0, Murphy has seen enough. So thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. But Gasser is done. And you got to feel for him because, I mean, you got the strikeout and you got the line outs. But Sanchez lets a ball go through. And Murphy is going to take out Gasser. Pirates got to deal with the Dodgers. Yep, this is going to be really the final brutal stretch for the Pirates. Dodgers, Padres, and then the Cardinals. Of course, if I were to go 6-3 during that, I'd get swept by the Dodgers, sweep the Padres, sweep the Cardinals, obviously. You want to win your games against the Padres and obviously against the Cardinals. Those would be more... One, they're more doable. Two, much more needed. But yeah, oh man, that's tough there for Gasser. That was tough. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. We have a pitching change underway in Milwaukee. And it's not the guy that allowed 6. It's the guy that allowed 3. That's just the way it goes. Give me 1 second as I'll step away. Give me 1 moment. All right. Almost back. Not quite. And, of course, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like within reason. I try to respond to as much of the chat as possible. I really do. Brewers just run out of gas. I mean, I wouldn't say that. It's definitely still very much plenty of game left, plenty of season, and they're leading. There's Shu, but appreciate you, though, for hanging out with us. But yeah, we'll see, of course, how it goes. 2-0 count to Arozarena. Chad Patrick is on the mound. The pitch. That's down and away. Ball 3. And Patrick, of course, doesn't have the luxury of starting with a 0-0 count. Patrick with a 3.39 ERA. Patrick delivers. That's outside. Ball 4. So Murphy made the move to the pen, and Patrick walks him anyway. That'll bring up Dominic Canzone, who flew out twice. This is the game-tying run, folks. First and second, 2 outs. Patrick readies, kicks, and delivers. That's in there, 0-1. 92 on the cutter. 0-1 to Canzone. Patrick delivers. That's tailing away on the 98-mile-per-hour fastball. 1-1. Patrick sets, kicks, and delivers. That's a little jammer to left center. That'll drop it for a base hit. And that'll score a run. It is now 6-4. Wow, so The move to the pen does not really work out for the moment. Again, already allowing a run. RBI single. Gasser, of course, credited with that earned run. Just kind of jammed him. Didn't really get much under it, but it was enough. It was enough. And that'll bring up Julio Rodriguez, 1 for 2 on the day. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. The pitch. That's upstairs, ball 1. A lot of money on the Brewers. Ooh, interesting. Covering the Pirates. The Steelers. Covering the Steelers. Again, maybe the Pirates right after. Possibly. I already have everything ready, but I don't know. Here's the 1-0. That's upstairs 2-0. It really just depends how I feel after. Depends if, I don't know, if I have plans. Haven't gamed at all this week. I don't think I'll be gaming tonight as well. I don't know, I might want to play the beta of the new Call of Duty. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. So we'll see. It should be a good one, though. I think there'll be a lot of interest for the Pirates-Dodgers game. So, I don't know. I'm still kind of weighing all my options right now. 2-1 to Rodriguez. The pitch. That is popped up. Sanchez backing up and makes the catch. All right, well, the Mariners, they push across 2 in the 4th. As we go to the bottom of the 4th, Brewers 6, Mariners 4. Very much interesting. Very much interesting here in Milwaukee. Any likes? Appreciate your shoe. Yeah, we're almost there. Almost to 100. Due up for the Brewers will be the top of the order. It'll be Bryce Terang, Jackson Chourio, and Jake Bowers. So the Mariners have made it a game after the Brewers again scored 6 in the first inning. All right, we'll check out what's happening across Major League Baseball. Right now, the Reds are trying to come back. Cardinals, again, already came back, but the Reds trying to reclaim it in the bottom of the 9th. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Cardinals leading 10-8 there. Blue Jays 5, Rays 1, Indians 5, Giants 2. The Braves have a no-hitter against the White Sox right now, 1-0. Royals 4, A's 0. I wonder if I can call that other game right now. I'm calling both games. Kevin Harlan's time. We're getting to that point in the baseball season where each game matters a lot more. Not that it would matter this one. Let's see if I can get this one. 3-1 count with 2 outs. Can I get it? I don't know if it'll allow me because I'm watching on the same app just on the Xbox right now. Looks like, again, it's bases loaded for the Reds. Looks like he was just walked. Oh my gosh, it's O'Brien on the mound for the Cardinals. The Reds trying to come back. This is crazy. So a mound visit. But it is about to conclude there in Cincinnati. We'll have both games on just for the fun of it. Why not? As again, the Cardinals leading 10-8. The Reds trying to come back. That one, but of course we're working our way back here to Milwaukee. Here's the pitch to Terang. That's in there, 0-1 to Bryce Terang. Terang's 1 for 2 on the day. Tyler Stevenson at the plate there for Cincinnati. Bases loaded there. The pitch, that's taken for a ball, 1-0 there in Cincinnati. 0-1 here in Milwaukee. Kirby sets as he kicks and delivers. Terang pops it up. That is a foul ball. 0-2 count. O'Brien delivers to Stevenson. That's taken outside, 2-0. O'Brien in Cincinnati cannot find the strike zone. The closer there for the Cardinals. 0-2 to Terang here in Milwaukee. Kirby sets. He kicks. He delivers. That's a tapper. That's also tapped backwards. It's 0-2. O'Brien's third pitch is a ball, ball 3. The Reds a ball away from making it a 1-run game. They were down 10-5 in the bottom of the 9th. 0-2 to Terang. The pitch. Terang chops it, but it's also foul. Pitch is outside, ball for the Reds. are now a run away from tying it up. He's walked in a run. This is not a good performance for O'Brien. Here's the 0-2 to Terang. That's taken outside. Ball 1. 1-2 to Terang. Kirby readies. He kicks and delivers. Swing and a foul tip. Does it? Oh, he did make contact. It's still 1-2. By the way, McLean at the plate for the Reds. He just missed there. It's also 1-0 to McLean. O'Brien cannot find the strike zone. Pirates needing the Reds' help. That's down and away. 2-0. O'Brien can't hit the strike zone. Unbelievable. 1-2 to Terang. Kirby sets, and looks like the umpire gonna say Kirby with another pitch clock violation. And it's gonna be 2-2 now to Terang. Two and 2 to Terang. Kirby sets and delivers. Terang sends a fly ball to left. Backing up is a Rosarena, makes a nice catch for out number 1. By the way, the count there in Cincinnati, 2-1 to McLean. Bases loaded, 2 outs there. Pretty crazy stuff. McLean sends a ball to right. Backing up is Walker. Walker makes the catch at the track. The Cardinals hold on to win 10-9 in Cincinnati. The comeback falls short. The pitch to Chourio. That's in there, 0-1. Unbelievable. Reds almost did it. 0-1 count to Chourio. The pitch, and that's off the plate, 1-1. Kirby has 82 pitches here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Kirby sets, kicks, and delivers as Chourio sends a ball to right, but that's going to hook on out of play into the second level. Big bummer. Yep, Pirates really needed that Reds win. 1-2 counts to Jackson Chourio. The pitch. That's going to be hit up the middle. Diving attempt by Rodden. Can't get there in time. Rodriguez is there. Throws it in. Chourio has to stay put at first. 1 out single for the Brew Crew. The Brew Crew. I said that so weird. Robotic. Brew Crew. All right, that'll bring up Jake Bowers. 1 for 1 with a walk. Jackson on fire this month. Yeah, I was told that yesterday that everyone thinks Ortiz is the best hitter, and I looked up his stats the last 30 games. OPS of over 1,000. By the way, we do have a pitching change in Milwaukee. Seattle will go to the bullpen, so it's going to be Ferrer in for Kirby. So that is it. That is it for Kirby. All his runs allowed in the first. Definitely a rough first inning there. Anyone else see the Dodgers owners under federal investigation? This is the biggest scandal in baseball history if it's true. I did not see that. I did not. Let me look. Dodgers. Let me just Google Dodgers. Los Angeles time. What's 10 hours ago? Just faces a... Oh, I have to buy a freaking thing here. Sweeping federal investigation into billions in undisclosed insurance loans, even as he unloads marquee assets, including a stunning $12.5 billion sale to the Lakers. Potential damage to its brand as fans recall how much league pressure forced Frank McCourt to sell the then bankrupt Dodgers. Okay, I guess we'll follow that. I don't know. We'll just see how that goes. J.O. batting .359 since July 4th. Yeah, it's crazy. Not surprised if it is true. Yeah. It would make sense. Drew Aller, starting quarterback for this week. What are your thoughts on that? Just hopefully looks good. Don't really. It's preseason, I don't really. As long as he looks all right, makes some nice throws. That's all that really matters. I'm just ready for week 1. I'm ready for September. I'm ready for the NFL in September already. All right, Jose Ferrer on the mound for the Mariners. 3.63 ERA. He's a lefty. He'll face Bowers. So that's in there, but not called a strike. It's ball 1. Pretty bad frame job there by Pareda. 1-0 count. And a throw over to first. Oh, and Chorio's caught in a rundown, but no, Naylor drops it. He didn't have a clean catch. It dropped it. And Chorio will take second. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Was it not a good throw? I mean, they didn't really show that. Oh, he spiked it in the ground. Yeah, kind of a low throw. I don't know. Could have both of them. He could have made a better throw. Naylor could have made a better effort there. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So Chorio's already in scoring position. Here with 1 out. Maybe this will shake up Dodgers for the Pirates. Maybe. Hopefully the players just are really distraught about it. Are thinking about everything else other than baseball. The pitch. And that's in there, but not called a strike. 2-1. That's what we can hope for. Bowers, for some reason, better against lefties anyway. OPS of 925. The pitch. Bowers chops it foul. We'll do it again, 2-2. But again, we could sweep the Dodgers, but then get swept by the Padres. That would be horrible for the Pirates. That would be worst case scenario. Well, worst case scenario is losing all 6, right? But we cannot. Really, that Padres series is what matters. Not saying the Dodgers one doesn't, but because we need to keep pace with the Padres as Bowers slices it foul. But you have a real opportunity for the Pirates to really get games. Like you win. If you win, like, you take the wins from the Padres, you're guaranteed to move up 3 games. So it's pretty cool. I mean, of course, the Diamondbacks, obviously, they're doing well, but assuming that the Padres have that third wild card spot, you take all 3 games of the Padres, you go from 5.5 to 2.5, assuming that the results, you keep pace with the Padres from Friday to Sunday. The pitch. That's tied in 3-2. So as long as we match whatever the Padres do over the weekend, we take care of business out there in San Diego. We just need to win the series. You take 2 or 3 in San Diego, it's a successful road trip. But yeah, hopefully we would like to take all 3. That's a called strike 3. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! Bowers goes down. And that'll bring up Gary Sanchez, 1 for 2. 2 RBI double in his first appearance. Struck out looking in his last one. Wisconsin man TJ healthy and ready? I hope so. I'd like to see him kind of bounce back. The pitch. That's in there, 0-1. 0-1 count. There's people so greedy. Yeah, definitely feels that way. I can say this, is here's the pitch. That's foul back 0-2. Just kind of I don't want to say, everyone's kind of greedy, right? In whatever way. Like for me, comparing to me last year, I remember when I was having 10 viewers a stream. I was stoked. I was excited. I was like, man, that's a great stream. Here's the 0-2. That's going to be off the play 1 and 2. Right? So, but obviously the channel's grown since then, and yeah, now if I were to get 10 viewers, I'd be like, man, what did I do? Something's wrong. So that's going to be off the plate 2 and 2. So, I don't know, I guess it's a matter of perspective. But yeah, I mean, you have a lot of people, though, that are just, always trying to get everything. And it's and those that are doing wrong, hopefully are caught. So that's going to be foul back 2 and 2. Definitely a lot of struggles in today's world. Jolly Good Takes raid. Appreciate you. I'm not too familiar with Jolly Good Takes, but I appreciate you for the raid. I'll have to look up Jolly Good Takes, as that's chopped foul. 2-2. Appreciate you, Pizza. Appreciate you, Jolly Good Takes. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't really do many raids during baseball season. More so in the NFL. More of the NFL season, but let me go and look you up, man. Jolly Good Takes. I feel like I've heard of that name before. 2-2 the pitch. That's a grounder to second. Should be an easy throw. Throws to first. Naylor is out. Out number 3. We go to the top of the 5th. Brewers 6, Mariners 4. Jolly Good Takes. Oh, you're live now. Yeah, no, for sure. Appreciate you, man. All right, let me switch to my Dr. Lake account real quick, and I'll go ahead and sub to you. All right, appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Was recommended to you by a few people. Oh man, well they have bad taste. they don't have some good takes. They have some bad taste and bad takes, I guess. I appreciate that, man. Let me go ahead and let me go. Jolly Good Takes. Thank you very much. All right, I am sub number 353 for you. Appreciate you, man. Good luck. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, I don't really do many raids during the baseball season, but NFL season, we definitely do that for the primetime games. But yeah, I thank you very much there. Good takes. Appreciate it. You like a small market team leading MLB seasons 2 in a row? Yeah, it's good. It's good for sure. I mean, definitely would like to see, though, the next level. Greed is taking down too many people's lives. Yeah, for sure. Just thank you, Pizza. Appreciate it. Thank you for the subs. I appreciate that. Hey there from Liam Stream. Appreciate you, Wilson. Thank you again. Jolly Good Takes. I appreciate you, man. I'll try to I don't know. I'll try to stop on in. I'm subbed to you, so I'll definitely try to stop on in the near future. And put your link in the chat. Well, thank you. I don't know. Hopefully it was allowed. I don't know. I don't know what the policy is over there. Some person just put in my link, hey guys, go check this guy out during my stream. I'm like, I don't know. Your dad bought you a TV box so I can watch non-cable NFL games. That's cool. That is pretty cool. But thank you very much for the raid. I appreciate that. So again, good luck with your stream. Saw you were covering the Giants game. Looks like the Giants game just ended, but I appreciate that. All right, we are back here in the top of the 5th. The Brewers leading 6-4 over the Mariners. Again, the Brewers scored 6 runs in the first, but the Mariners have kind of chipped away at the lead. Now only down by 2. It'll be Josh Naylor at the plate. So for 2 on the day. Here is the pitch. That's a half-hearted swing and a miss. Strike 1. 0-1 count to Josh Naylor. Was one of them. I appreciate that, Sam. Yo, Pizza. If what you're looking at the chat stream just finished. Okay, yeah, I know. I got you. Appreciate you, Jolly. No problem. Again, I'll try to pop on in a stream near you soon. Appreciate you, man. 1-1 count to Josh Naylor. Patrick sets. He readies, kicks, and delivers. That's grounded. And that is a fair ball. Has trouble with it. Tosses the pitcher covering. For out number 1, Naylor, of course, not hustling, but I guess he felt he had no chance. Out number 1. And that'll bring up Taylor Ward. Is 0 for 1 with the walk. Game slowed down. Yeah, the game has slowed down a bit for sure. The Brewers are your team in that? Yep, they are pretty good. Yeah, I'm definitely not. Yeah, if you're talking about Jacob, probably. I've never talked to Max. Someone brought that up earlier. I guess I need to. That's going to be up and in, ball 1. 1-0 to Taylor Ward. Again, 0 for 1 with the walk. Patrick sets, kicks, and fires. Checked his swing. It's in there anyway. It's 1-1, just catching the outside part of it. The game started at 1:10 Central. So we're almost at the 2-hour mark. And we're only in the 5th. Yeah, definitely has slowed down. The 1-1, that's going to be on the outside corner. 1-2. Some really good pitches here to Taylor Ward. Ward didn't seem to like the calls, so I know those are good pitches right on the line. 1-2 count. Patrick sets, kicks, and delivers. Called strike 3. He struck him out. I mean, that is just unfortunate because Patrick, probably some of the best pitches that I've seen today. I mean, he did not like any of those. Right on the outside corner. Every single one. Really good from Chad Patrick. As that'll bring up Cole Young, 0 for 1 with the walk. Chris Sale versus Miz tomorrow. Wow, that sounds really nice. Here's the pitch. That's in there, 0-1. 90 on the cutter. Yeah, that's kind of brutal there for Taylor Ward. Just couldn't believe it. But you got to swing the bat. I mean, you know, that's also another thing. Didn't swing at all. 0-1 to Young. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Oh, 2 count. Patrick looking for a quick inning. He sets, kicks, and delivers. Oh, check the swing. That was way inside. It's ball 197 on the fastball. Almost hit him. The count is 1-2. The pitch. And that's going to be sent foul. 90 on the cutter, 1-2. Base is empty, 2 outs. The pitch. That's down and in, 2-2. 92 on the cut fastball. AKA the cutter. Talking about the powerful second baseman. Turang and Young both can hit with some power, as that's going to be fouled back. 2-2. I feel like it takes the friend of Cheat Man. That's probably, maybe I saw him in one of his streams. So I feel like I've seen the name before. Yeah, possibly. I feel bad. I haven't really been able to stop by Cheat Man a lot. That's gonna be down and in 3-2. Definitely seems like a A+ on character. Definitely for me, character is, it's a lot. If you're a good dude, I'm definitely an instant fan. 3-2 to Young. That's going to be fouled back. 3-2. I know he just crossed 1,000. That's he's really moving up. Like baseball for me last year, starting from March to August, I didn't hit 1,000 until September. Till football season. Football season is what took me to the next level. As Young sends a fly ball to shallow left center. Looks like Ortiz runs out there and makes the catch. Outs number 3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is 6-4 Milwaukee over Seattle. Due up for the Brewers will be Christian Yelich, Joey Ortiz, and Garrett Mitchell. But yeah, definitely football. Football is what really took the channel to the next level. Yeah, last August. In fact, I can tell you what I had last August, or at this time, or August 20th. I had 601 subscribers last year. So, just gotta... Growth has definitely slowed as of late. But that's because the Pirates have slowed as of late, so... That's how it works. I don't think we checked over scores last inning, so we'll do it now. The Braves leading 2-0 over the White Sox. Royals leading 5-2 over the A's. Cardinals surviving against the Reds 10-9. The Indians over the Giants 5-2. And the Blue Jays 5, Rays 1. So there you go. Good afternoon on the lunch house game. It's going all right. It was, kind of neat there for a little bit, but it's kind of slowed up a lot. Like the game was taking a while, but things were happening. Now, game slowing down, not much is happening. So that's how baseball can be. Thank you for the subs, by the way. Just noticed that. Appreciate it. We are Ladanian Tomlinson subscribers away from 10,900. He started August, I want to say. That's when the Pirates and the Brewers had that big series. That was a really cool series for the channel. That's when started getting more of a crowd. Though again, we weren't there for the Pirates. People weren't there for the Pirates. They were there for the Brewers. And yeah, again, that was the Brewers. Again, you guys were the first fan base outside the Pirates fans to really support the channel. So, like I said, I always try to squeeze in some more Brewer games than the average MLB team for sure. As Michael Rucker is going to be on the mound for the Mariners. 4.91 ERA, opponent batting average of 250. 0-1 count to Christian Yelich, the pitch. Breaking ball on the outside corner quickly. 0-2 to Yelich. Yelich 1 for 2. Single and grounded into a double play. Ahmad and Chi-Man-Chan, you'll probably see me there a lot. Yeah, I think I do see you in there quite a bit. So that's going to be outside ball 1. I see you there, and I see you with Thomas. I think that's where I see you the most. 1-2 to Yelich, and that's down and in. 2-2. 2-2 count. To Yelich. Here's the pitch. That's off the plate. 3-2, 82 on the curveball. Rucker delivers. That's grounded to second. Young is with it. Tosses to first. Out number 1. Joey Ortiz will make his way to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI. Again, with an OPS over 1,000 in his last 30 games. So he's been really good. It's been really good. Ortiz again, 1 for 2. Also stole a base. The pitch. That's taken all the way for a called strike. 0-1. So in Sinbin, appreciate you, Sinbin, for the redirect. Folks, make sure to check out Sinbin's stream for all your Toronto Blue Jays baseball hockey needs. So make sure to check out Sinbin's stream. A big friend of the channel. Big friend of the channel. Definitely a growing channel as well. So we're just talking about my growth. Again, he I want to say back in December around 300 subs. That's a swing and a miss. He struck him out, but then of course now he's over 2,000. Sinbin has really been putting the work in. Oh, that was again a strikeout there of Ortiz. So that'll bring up Garrett Mitchell. Mitchell with the pair of doubles. So thank you, Sinbin. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. The Sinbinners are your appreciate your sports edits. Canadian Turkey, of course, a Turkey, a legend, the mascot of the channel here. The pitch. That's downstairs, but it's called a strike. Favorable call from the Mariner, or for the umpire. For the Mariners, 0-1 count. But thank you, Sinbin. Appreciate it. Like number 89. The 0-1, that's off the plate to 1-1. Brian started here in the middle of April. Gotcha. 1-1 count to Garrett Mitchell. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Like James Jones with the Packers. Yep. James Jones. Pretty solid. He was all right. Here's the 1-2. That swung on a miss. He struck him out. Rucker gets back-to-back strikeouts to end the frame. We go to the top of the 6th. Brewers 6, Mariners 4. And a front right. Oh, yeah, we've had some fun here. Of course, the Brewers are winning. Appreciate you, Peric, for hanging out. It's going Juggernaut. Football almost here. Hopefully the Brewers can win it all this year. We'll see. Yeah, MLB, I agree. They need a salary cap and a floor for sure. For sure. Jimenez will get an RBI. That's tough. That is tough. Andreas Jimenez. Second baseman, right? I think third base, shortstop, something like that. All right, two up for the Mariners will be Johnny Pereda, Brock Rodden, and Brendan Donovan. Yeah, hopefully you're doing all right, Sinbin. Yep. Again, I couldn't stay too long earlier in your stream, but I know you were doing well. Blue Jays did win, I believe. I said the score earlier, but I already forgot. I guess I have CTE, so the Antonio Brown is already... It's all of us Steeler fans, so you just gotta... Some of us can control it better than others. Yep, Blue Jays won 5-1 over the Rays. That's a good win. That is a good win for the Blue Jays. Definitely trying to keep themselves in the thick of it in the AL wild card. A wild card, of course, this is not live, but I guess now they are a half game back of the Twins. Just a very much just a struggling AL. That's really the best way to put it. Right hamstring tightness, shortstop. Gotcha. 5-1. Yep, 5-1. All right, we are back. Top of the 6th. It'll be Johnny Pereda. That's 1 for 2 on the day. Welcome to CTESPN. This guy. Well, this is not it. No, that's AB. But yeah, CTESPN. That is crazy stuff though. Whenever he was doing all that. That is inside ball. What's crazy about AB is that he was actually getting some stuff right, too. Pretty wild that people would confide in him with some of this groundbreaking information that he would get. Here's the 1-0. Way upstairs, 2-0. 94 on the fastball. Again, Patrick still out there. Third inning of work. Again, thank you guys for the subs. I do appreciate it. Trying to get to 11,000 by the time the NFL season is here. So that's going to be up and in 2-1. Or 3-0. 3-0. Apologize about that. Up and in 3-0. Going to lose subs now. I can't even count. No counting allowed. 3-0. Patrick delivers. That's taken all the way. It's 3-1. Sinbin pulling for the Mariners. Sinbin is a Brewers fan. Big Brewers fan. Big time Brewers fan. Loves the Brewers. The 3-1. That's in there. 3-2. Pereda, he was ready to go down to first. That was clearly, though, in the strike zone. Russell pulling for Seattle. A lot of Seattle support here. Also a lot of Milwaukee support. So I would say it's pretty balanced. The 3-2. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. Woo-hoo! Patrick with another strike. I believe that's his second strikeout. As that'll bring up Brock Rodden, who's 1 for 2. Who starts tomorrow? It's going to be Bubba Chandler. Turkey going with the oven mitts. All eyes stock. Hey, I don't know. I think Sinbin loves... I mean, he likes the Packers. So, you know, you would just assume he likes the Brewers. That's in there, 0-1. There's no way he'd like the Cubs or anything. 0-1 count there to Brock Rodden. His batting average now .316 on the season. 0-1 to Rodden. Patrick Reddy's kicks and delivers. Check to swing. That's up and in. 1-1. 97 goes the fastball. Yeah, there's woohoos for both teams. It's not. I'm not biased here. Both teams strike out. They get the woohoo today. The 1-1 that's yanked to right. That's a foul ball, and it's 1-2. Just way out in front of it. Am I rooting? I'm not rooting. I'm not. I'm neutral. Neutral party. Neutral party. The 1-2 called strike 3. He struck him out. Look at that. Back-to-back strikeouts for Patrick. That'll bring up Brendan Donovan. 1 for 2 with the walk. 2 RBIs. Blue Cubs and Bears. Have you had any added benefits? Not really. Not really. I have a lot more offers in my emails, but it's really just spam. I mean, there might be a few legit in there, but they're not any good. So, other than that, no, not really. Here's the 1-0. That is popped up. Is it playable? It's third base side. It is. Oh, it's just 1 row back. It is a souvenir. There we go. Dad handing it to his daughter. Baseball, look at that. Sure, I'm neutral, I promise. Hey, if it's not a Pirates game or Steelers game, I'm a neutral party, 100%. 100%. I do have a lot of Brewers support on the channel, though. That's all I'm going to say. I do have a lot of Brewers supporters, so that is definitely something I am noting for sure. 1-1, the pitch. That is once again foul back 1-2. Everyone should be rooting for the Brewers because we're America's team. I don't know. See, that right there might just make me nuts. You know, I don't know about Brewers coverage anymore now. 1-2 count. The pitch. That's a ground ball up the middle for a base hit. A 2-out single for the Mariners in the form of Brendan Donovan. So Donovan now on base for the 3rd time today. He's had a really nice game. And in steps in Randy Arozarena, 0 for 1. Was hit by a pitch and walked. Bud Selick? Well, I don't know. Josh Naylor? Yes, he is. Josh Naylor is playing. Hey, Prince needs your money to help a jailed family member. Yeah, I know. That's going to be off the plate. Ball 1. Sandwich pulling for the Brewers. Tuesday night's Brewers-Mariners game reminded me of the Little Big League vibes. So the ball in the stands. Yeah, I heard about it. I need to see it. I need to watch the highlights. Crazy that would happen. That's high and in. 2-0. 2-0 counts. Fun fact, my sister ran into Chad Patrick at a bar, and he was on a date with a woman old enough to be his mother. Her words, not mine. Well, that's interesting. We all have different... I don't know. I feel like... Yeah, I don't know. We're just going to move on. 2-1 count there to Arozarena. Jeez. Oh, man. Brew Crew number 1. Well, the Pirates are number 1 to me, but, you know, to each their own. Pickoff attempt. It is an attempt. Not successful. 2-1 still to Arozarena. If someone on YouTube were to commit... That's what I said earlier. So I was trying to throw a hint out there to any of the Brewers fans in the chat. If you got the personality or... Well, not the, but hey, just a personality. You cover the games. The 2-1. That's in there, 2-2. To Arozarena, you would do so well. Like, if I were to do it, you know, I would have way more subs. 100%. But, you know, Pirates number 1. Even if they consistently let me down. Forever. 2-2 to Arozarena, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He got 3 strikeouts there. So as soon as Sinbin enters the frame, Patrick decides to level up his pitching ability. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Brewers 6, Mariners 4. 2 up for the Brewers will be David Hamilton, Luis Lara, and Bryce Turang. Can we get a crybaby sound? That's a great idea, Sam. Next year we'll have it. 100%. 100%. That is a fantastic idea. I love it. I love that. Number 1, genuine. Yeah, you gotta be genuine as well. Number one in reality. They are. They have the number one. The Brewers have the most wins in all of baseball. Brew Crew is American as apple pie. I guess so. I don't know. Alan pulling for the Mariners from a Cubs fan. Yep. I imagine we'll see a lot of Mariners support because of the Cubs. Guess we got a good game. Can't wait for the Raiders game. Booth all day, Doc. Much appreciate you, Jen. Oh, yeah, I'll be here again tonight. Texans and the Raiders. Being a Cubs fan will get me. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Got plenty of Cubs fans here, for sure. Sandwich pulling for the Raiders as well. Yeah, Raiders, Texans. We'll see how that one goes. Again, preseason, but just kind of trying to for me, I'm just trying to get back into the flow of calling games. So for football, because football much different. Baseball, I can chill. And I think I got a little lazy because the Hall of Fame game, everything was a little bit fast for me. So I was like, oh man, I got to speed it up. I felt a lot better though with the Packers-Steelers game. I felt like my calls were pretty good. So I don't know, pretty excited to get back and calling football games soon. All right, this is Hamilton as it looks like a pitch in there, 0-1. Hamilton 1 for 2 today, has an RBI double. And of course, again, the Brewers leading 6-4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the 0-1. That's grounded to first. Nice stop by Naylor. He steps in the bag for out number 1. Good play. Very good play by Josh Naylor. That'll bring up Luis Lara is 0 for 2. User I hit other questionable language. Oh, I didn't even see it. I can't even see it on my end. I just saw your... Yeah, okay, I just saw this Demetrius guy. Yeah, Demetrius, yeah, you get the heck out of here, dude. Don't know what in the world you're yapping about. Demetrius. This guy's an idiot. Thank you, Simbin. I appreciate that. 0-1 counts. That's in there 0-2. What? That's just so random, Demetrius. I know you guys in the chat can't see what I'm talking about, but it's like where did that come from? We're just talking baseball, and then this guy just yapping like an idiot. Anyway, 0-2 to Lara. 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch. And that's going to be fouled back. And it's still 0-2. Yeah, thank you, Simbin. I appreciate that. Let's go on, Christopher. Welcome on in. 0-2 to Lara. Rucker readies and delivers. That's grounded. Foul. Still 0-2 to Lara. Happy Help, it was strange. Yeah, just a troll, 100%. Just weird. The 0-2 to Lara, that's going to be behind everybody. Not really a great effort there by Pareda, but, there's nobody on. 1-2. How hard is it not to be an idiot? I don't know. In today's society, I don't know, there's a lot of them. The 1-2, way upstairs, 2-2. To be honest, though, I can be an idiot sometimes. So that's, I'm definitely no perfect. Not even close. Not even close. 2-2, the pitch. That's a ground ball to first. Naylor with it. Tosses to Rucker. Lara is out. 2 outs. So that'll flip the lineup over for the Brewers. And Bryce Terang will make his way to the plate. I believe he's 1 for 3. I want to say that's a fly out. But yeah, 1 for 3. Here is the pitch. And that's going to be fouled back. And it's 0-1. Raleigh Fingers. Yeah, he's like it's an old-time reliever. Old-time reliever many years ago. The 0-1, that's in there for a called strike. And Prey didn't even make the catch. Just kind of batted it away with his glove. 0-2. Let's go, Levi. No, I'm just a man. Appreciate you, though. Oh, and 2 counts. The pitch. Check this swing. Did he go? Peeled down to third. He went. He struck him out. 1, 2, 3. Go the Brewers. We go to the top of the 7th. Brewers 6, Mariners 4. All right, due up for the Mariners will be Dominic Canzone, Julio Rodriguez, and Josh Naylor. Yeah. I need Canzone to not make 2 home runs today. I think you'll probably do well. I don't think that'll... I mean, if he happens to hit one over, that is unfortunate. Got a Bob Uecker. Bob Uecker, I don't have anything. Sorry there. There was a Marlins fan in here during that series who asked you a very odd question. Marlins fan? I don't remember. Sam. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. Just a bunch of... I don't know. It's probably the same dude, too, if I had to guess. I wish I had that much time to do nothing. Would be pretty cool. I aspire to be some of these people here. Anyway, again, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to sub the channel. It is free. We're closing in on 11,000. Trying to get to 11,000 by the time the NFL season is here. We're just 20 days away from the NFL. Again, this is a football channel, believe it or not. It is. So, again, if you love the NFL, make sure to sub it up. You're going to get a lot of play-by-play. That is where I'm at my best. Hopefully, you'll enjoy it. Again, 5 NFL games, at least 5 NFL games a week. That is 10 NFL teams featured every single week. Of course, I'm not going to really compete with Tom Grossi, because I know, again, most of you are Packers fans, but just saying, for the non-Packer games, I got you covered. And yeah, we're just trying to grow the channel. That's all I'm trying to do here. Trying to get to 11,000 there. 15 away from 10,900. Let's go on, Drago. Welcome on back. Have you still watched Major League? I have still not, and I don't think that'll change ever. Don't think that'll change, because people keep saying I need to watch it, and it just makes me not want to watch it. That's how I work. All right, Dominic Canzone is 1 for 3 the pitch. That's tailing high and in. Ball 1. This is Aaron Ashby on the mound for the Brewers. 3.39 ERA. Opponent batting average of .234. 97 strikeouts in 69 innings. As that's grounded right, but that's a foul ball. 1-1. And it's in the front row. That's good. Yes, and been like everybody, like, oh, what? You haven't seen it? No, I haven't. And I'm not going to, because that is the reaction every time. And they're like, oh, you have to watch it. And I'm like, no, I actually don't want to watch it. I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to do anything. But anyway, 2-1 counts. 2 Canzone. Here is the pitch. Breaking ball in there. 2-2. A high looping breaking ball. A lot of break. 2-2 counts. Mr. 3000, no. I have not. Got banned right away. I don't know. I don't recall Sam. 2-2 to Canzone. Ashby sets, kicks, and delivers. Check this swing. Appeal down to third. Did he go? He did not. 3-2. That was close. I think it played out. That's what I'm thinking. I think it's... I don't know. Regardless, thank you for the subs. I appreciate that. The 3-2. Called strike 3. He struck him out. Strikeout number 1 for Ashby. As that'll bring up Julio Rodriguez, 1 for 3 on the day. How many wins for Ashby? I can check for you. I do not recall, to be honest. Here is Julio Rodriguez. Breaking ball below the zone. Called a strike. Favorable call there for the Brewers. 0-1 counts. Yeah, very generous. Here's the 0-1. That misses inside. Almost hits him. 1-1. 99 on the sinker. Aaron Ashby has 13 wins. He's 13-2. 13-2 on the season. The 1-1 is swung on and missed. Strike 2, 86. That curveball with a lot of velocity and a lot of movement. I mean, that is unbelievable from Ashby. Animated graphic on the right side. It's on MLB.com. If you have MLB TV, you get it for free. I don't know what the price is for standalone. As that swung on and missed. He struck him out. Throws to first. Out number 2. That is another strikeout from Ashby. As that'll bring up Josh Naylor, 0 for 3 on the day. Thank you for the subs. Just noticed that. Appreciate it. All right, 2 outs. Naylor again, a lefty. Matchup would favor Ashby here. The pitch. And that's a breaking ball inside, ball 1. 85 on the curveball. 1-0. Ashby kicks and delivers. That's a ground ball to second. Terang with it. Moving to his right, throws to his left. Gets him by a couple of steps. That is out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Brewers still leading 6-4. Feel like this has been the score forever now. Due up for the Brewers will be Jackson Chourio, Jake Bowers, and Gary Sanchez. Surprised Hollywood is still around. Yeah, honestly. I was paying $100 for Hulu Live. JJ does a great job. Yes, JJ, probably the best baseball play-by-play guy on YouTube. 100%. 100% really, really good at what he does. Which I don't know if what he's doing today. I think the Phillies are off. So he might be calling a game tonight. I don't know. But yeah, JJ is legit. 100%. 100%. Friend of the channel. Friend of the channel as well. Friend of the channel. All right, well, again, I don't really have much else to say. I appreciate you guys again. Let's see. I think we got over 100 likes, so I really do appreciate that. Again, that's great. 104 likes. Likes do push out the stream to more potential Brewers fans, Mariners fans, sports fans, baseball fans. So make sure, again, to hit that like button. And so, again, we're just trying to grow the channel. And, again, thank you, Sinbin. I'm not too sure if you're still here. Thank you for that redirect. Make sure, again, to check out Sinbin's stream. Covers the Blue Jays. Covers a lot of hockey. And also, again, other baseball games as well. So make sure to check out Sinbin's stream. He is great as well. You thought my name was JJ? What in the world? Why would you think that? What about delay says JJ? Unbelievable, Levi. I mean, play-by-play with JJ is actually a guy, though, on here that does a great job. What in the world was that? Unbelievable. I don't even know what to say anymore. And you're very welcome, Jeff. Appreciate it. 12.5 over. I don't know. There hasn't been a run scored in a while, but I feel like there has to be some more runs. So, John, it's going to be close. Good luck with whatever you decide. Here's the 0-1 to Chourio. That's down and away 1-1. 90 on the cutter. Rucker on the mound still for the Mariners. And you're very welcome, Sidman. Appreciate it. 1-1 to Chourio. The pitch. Chourio sends a fly ball to center field. Rodriguez is jogging on back. He's at the track, and he makes the catch. Allowed out number 1. Just missed a homer by a few feet. All right, that'll bring up Jake Bowers. 1 for 2 with the walk. Let's call me Eli. I said Levi. Or Levy. Levi, Lindsay. Do you prefer Lindsay? Lindsay. All right, Lindsay, you're Lindsay now. Doc is the best. That is not true. Dr. J, I am not. That is not me. That is not me at all. 1-0 count there to Bowers. That misses downstairs. Dr. J.J. Delay with play-by-play. I'm about to just end it all, folks, here on stream. That is a real shotgun off camera. That's down outside, but it's called a strike. Bowers going to challenge. He will win this challenge. It's going to be 2-0. Yeah, it's a good challenge there by Bowers. So it's going to be 2-0. I appreciate that, Lindsay. Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate that, Juggernaut. Again, I don't really cover the Brewers too much. This is my 21st Brewers game of the year. More of the Pirates guy, as I mentioned. But yeah, again, I do. Again, because the Brewers fans have been pretty supportive going back to last year when I just started, I do try to repay them by throwing in more Brewers games than the average team I would cover, as that's in there 3-1. So thank you again. I do really appreciate you guys. Even if we're rivals on the baseball field, I do appreciate you guys. 3-1 count to Bowers. Rucker delivers. Swung on it, missed. 3-2. Chased a curveball down below the zone. Dr. J.J., I know. How's it going, Matt? Welcome on in. Yeah, appreciate you, Angel. Yep. We try to keep it sports related here. Every now and then I'll probably say something. But, you know, for the most part, though, we're on topic. As that's downstairs, ball 4. That is a walk. So Bowers takes first, and that'll bring up Gary Sanchez, who's 1 for 3, 2 RBIs to his name today. Let's go on Sports Roustabout. Appreciate he's a mod for JJ as well. Yeah, JJ's friend of the channel. He's great. Trisk with the target at practice off camera, 100%. He missed. He was aiming for me. The pitch. That's going to be in there, but not called a strike. 1-0 to Sanchez. One and 0 to Gary Sanchez. Rucker sets. Runner on first, 1 out. Rucker delivers. That's catching the corner. Called a strike this time, 1-1. Rucker readies, kicks, and delivers. That's in there as well. 1-2. Sanchez going to challenge. He will lose this, and I think he was baited on the first call that he got to go his way. Yeah, that one definitely in the strike zone. So it's going to be 1-2. So the Brewers and the Mariners each with 1 challenge remaining. Levi like the jeans. Gotcha. The pitch, and that's grounded foul. Or is it Levy? I don't even know, to be honest with you. I just assumed it was Levi. Should have stats for all players, how many challenge attempts. I think there is. I don't think I'd be posting all that, though, with the lineups. But it's a good idea, though. 1-2 to Sanchez in the dirt. Lays off at 2-2. Doctors go way too much praise today, folks. That is too much lying going on, too much praise. Come on, let's we need to live in reality here. 2-2 to Sanchez, the pitch. Swung on a missed. He struck him out. 95 on the fastball, up out of the zone. 2 outs. That'll bring up Christian Yelich, who is 1 for 3. Looks like, though, the Mariners, they will go to the pen. So it won't be Rucker versus Yelich. Yelich will face a new arm. Looks like he'll face Diaz, a lefty. So they'll step away. I, of course, will be right here. Play-by-play with delay, Dr. J.J. Okay, guys. What's going on, Jim? I appreciate you. Thank you very much, Jim, for hanging out. Sent some graphics to BW. Oh, nice. Very nice. You get some rest. It sounds like you're doing a lot of heavy lifting there. Hopefully you're getting compensated for it there. Roustabout. So humble. I'm the most humble. I'm sorry. No. Yeah, no, I don't know. I know I'm all right. I don't think I'm the best. There's a lot of really talented people here. I'm just trying to make a name for myself. I'm just trying to do this for a living. So until I do that, there's a lot of room for improvement. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. We are apparently 11 subs away from 10,900. Make sure again to hit that like button. Make sure to sub to the channel before you go today. It is free to do so. I will be back tonight. Texans and the Raiders. I don't think I'll have all these graphics that you'll see. I mean, there's really not much to really talk about in the preseason tonight. Obviously it's football, but yeah, I don't really think I'll be making all that stuff for tonight. But, again, we'll just have a nice chill time with the play-by-play, and we will go from there. Just talk football while also calling the game. So if you love the NFL, again, this is a football channel. I know it's a lot of baseball you'll see, but again, I'm a football guy. Always will be. Baseball, of course, to cover, kind of cover stuff throughout the offseason. All right, we are back. Yelich at the plate. He'll face Diaz the pitch. That's a sweeper away. Ball one. Yelich again, 1 for 3 on the day. Jonathan Diaz in AAA. 6.22 ERA. He has struggled, but of course has a favorable matchup against the lefty Yelich the pitch. And that finds the strike zone 1-1. Had 2 good games in the last 2 days. Yeah, the last game yesterday was close. Brewers fell short on the comeback there. 1-1 count to Yelich. The pitch. That's a sweeper down and away. Ball gets away a little bit, but not too far away. 2-1. Dr. J.J. Delay with the play-by-play peanut butter and jelly. This guy, unbelievable. I'm about to fight the chat, but here you go. Quick. 2-1 count to Yelich, the pitch. That's a chopper to second. He'll toss it over to first for outs number 3. All right, we go to the top of the 8th. Brewers 6, Mariners 4. Due up for the Mariners will be Taylor Ward, Cole Young, and Johnny Pareda. Appreciate you, Joshua. Thank you very much. I try. Dallas Cowboys fan, so by default, you're going to be defensive against the Texans. Gotcha. Your Astros. Yeah, Astros leading the AL West for the moment. Let's go on, Steve. Welcome on in. Yeah, thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. You think Mendoza will be a top 5 quarterback? It's going to be. It's got to do a lot, overcome a lot too in the AFC West. New flat he's not gonna like the Yelich result there. Yep. I kind of figured that was gonna happen. I mean, it was a pitcher he never saw before, so Anyway. Royals 6, A's 2. That's all that's happening right now. Other scores that are final. The Cardinals 10, Reds 9, Indians 5, Giants 2. Blue Jays 5, Rays 1, and the Braves 2, White Sox nothing. So, not much happening for baseball today. Not much. Would you rather we say that you're a bum and a worse announcer? No, that would get you banned. 100% would you get. See, I'm all about staying in the middle. You're negative, then you're gone. You can't be negative. Positive, I think you're kind of lying, or your standards are too low. See, then it's a shot at you guys. I can turn it around. Like, oh man, I guess you have pretty low standards. Sorry, I don't know, but yeah. According to myself, mediocre. I'm mid. Dr. Delay, mid. Guy has a lot of work that he needs to do. All right. It's going to be Taylor Ward whenever we do resume here. Looks like we already did. We missed a pitch. That's great stuff, MLB TV. It's already 2-0 to Ward, apparently. That's fantastic. Dr. Mid-Delay, this guy. Yeah, I don't think I like that either. 2-0 count the pitch. That's in there, 2-1. 98 on the sinker. Ashby with 15 pitches. Again, a guy that has gone 2 innings before. Plenty of times. The 2-1, that's right down the middle. 2-2, 97 on the sinker. Ashby readies and delivers just outside. I thought it was going to be a strike there. Could have been. Maybe just off. Oh, yeah, it's close. 3-2 count to Ward. Ashby fires way upstairs, ball 4. So that is a walk. And I guess the game-tying run will come to the plate in the form of Cole Young, who's 0 for 2 at the walk. You drink a lot, your judgment's off. There you go. There you go. Dr. Delay midday play this guy. It is kind of, well, maybe not as midday anymore. Kind of afternoon now, as that's downstairs, ball 1. 1-0 to Young. Oh, you're good, man. Appreciate you. Isaiah, appreciate you, man. 1-0 to Young. Ashby looks over at first. The pitch. That catches the top part of the zone. 1-1. Young did not like the call, moving his head back and forth. But it did catch it. 1-1 counts. Ashby readies. He kicks. He delivers. Breaking ball in there. 1-2. A lot of movement on that breaking ball. Again, he's kind of set up with the high fastball. You know, way upstairs, and then he'll drop that curve. Really good by Ashby. The 1-2. Check the swing. Appeal down to third. Did he go? He did not. 2-2. And a Steeler fan since the 70s. Love Terry Bradshaw and the immaculate reception by Franco. Yeah. Yeah, my dad was born in 70. Not me, of course, as that's a called strike 3. He struck him out. That is another strikeout there for Ashby. 1 out. Yeah, I missed all the Steelers of the 70s, of course. That'll bring up Johnny Pareda. It's 1 for 3 on the day with a couple of strikeouts. Don't fight the chat. That's the best part. That is the best part, fighting the chat. I've actually fought the chat so many times. Serious and non-seriously as well. Like, non-seriously, like today. Like, you know, kind of a chill arguments, of course. It's all for fun. But then there's legit, where I'm, like, yelling or getting mad. It's because the chat is being, like CTE. Like, it's just being really dumb. Yeah, Ashby getting 100 and down in the mid-80s on the curve. I know, it's pretty crazy. So Cal Riley's actually going to replace Pareda. We'll see if he can channel last year's form for an at-bat. Angel pulling for the double play. Ashby sets. Looks over at first. Here is the pitch. Breaking ball catches the inside corner. 0-1. Raleigh batting 156. I mean, just not a good year. I don't know what happened, but his swing has definitely changed. 0-1 count. The delivery, that's downstairs. 1-1. 92 on the changeup. Angel waiting on the double play. Well, hey, maybe. Maybe. Ashby sets, kicks, and delivers way inside. Almost hits him. 100 on the sinker. 2-1. Seattle even swung. They are being patient. They're trying to be. 2-1. The pitch. Breaking ball in there, 2-2. Ashby versus lefty, or pardon me, Raleigh versus lefties, batting 140. So again, 156 against righties, 140 against lefties. That's going to be hit foul. 2-2. Apparently that was the first swing of the inning. So yeah, Jeff, you were onto something there. First swing of the inning came with 1 out and a runner on, and a 2-2 count. 2-2 count. Ward taking his lead at first. The pitch. That's in the dirt, ball 3. And the count is full to Cal Raleigh. Ashby has crazy movement. He does. Brewers in the driver's seat for now. We'll see, Tom, though. The Mariners, again, game-tying run is at the plate. The pitch. Just outside, ball 4. Sanchez almost challenged, did not. He would have lost had he done so. That looked outside to me. But I am about 1,000 miles away. So runners on first and second for the Mariners, and that'll bring up Brock Rodden, who is 1 for 3 on the day. So an opportunity for Seattle with a guy that is batting around 300. No, it's not going to be Rodden. It'll be someone else. We'll have to wait and see. This is Weston Wilson, batting 198. OPS of 648, 4 homers and 11 RBIs. This is an interesting move. We'll see if it works out. Ashby looks over at first. Again, runners on first and second, 1 out. The pitch. That's high and in. Looks like Sanchez will challenge. It was close. I think it may be a strike. It may be a strike. It was close. Just caught the corner. That's a strike. Good challenge by Sanchez. 0-1. Ken Wilson batting 198. Definitely not the best batting average. The pitch. Breaking ball right down the middle. 0-2. Just kind of froze him. All he can do is watch. He's addicted to those challenges. That is, yeah. 0-2. The pitch. Breaking ball down below the zone. It's 1-2. We go 5-6 the next 2 series, meaning sweep the Padres, take 2 from the Dodgers. Oh, yeah. I mean, obviously, Sam, that'd be great, but that's asking a lot. I hope it happens, though. 1-2 to Wilson. The pitch. Way inside, ball gets away. The runners will have to stay, though, as Sanchez pouncing on it pretty quickly. Mariners not testing fate. 2-2 to Wilson. Double play, yep. Alex Wright carted off today for the Browns, man. I'll be honest, I don't know who that is. But that does stink, though. Here's the 2-2. Called. Oh, he swung. He did go. He struck him out. Woo! He tried to hold up, but again, the curveball with so much movement, I think that would have caught the zone anyway. That is out number 2. Man, oh man, that is pretty wild. So that'll bring up Brendan Donovan. He was 2 for 3 with the walk. The pitch. That's downstairs. Called a strike. Not a good call. A pro Brewer call. 0-1 to Donovan. He had 5.5 sacks last year. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I did not know. Here's the 0-1. Way upstairs. 1-1 to Donovan. 37 pitches for Ashby. He looks back at second. Looks back again. Just for fun. The pitch. Way upstairs. Oh, the ball gets behind him, and the runners are going to move up. Oh, man, now a base hit could potentially score both runs. That was definitely a wild pitch. This one, again, earlier, a passed ball by Sanchez. This one, really not much Sanchez can do about that one. Way upstairs, 2-1 count to Donovan. With all due respect, Dr. Lay, a sincere trip to see and hear you announcing something other than the Pirates. Oh, I hear you. That's a swing and a miss, strike two. I mean, it's been a lot of pain lately, Robert. So probably not as happy during the Pirates streams. But this, I get to be free. I get to be neutral. I get to be just a fan. The 2-2. That's a tapper up the middle, but Ortiz is there. Throws to first. He got him. The Brewers get out of it. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Brewers will look for some insurance as they lead 6-4 over the Mariners. Didn't know the Browns practiced. Oh, my gosh. That is brutal. Due up for the Brewers will be Joey Ortiz, Garrett Mitchell, and David Hamilton. So the Mariners could not take advantage of the runners at second and third. And they get nothing. Definitely devastating for Seattle. Give me 1 sec, folks. I'll be right with you guys. All right, again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. We're 9 subs away from 10,000 or 10,900. I do appreciate you guys again for hanging out with me for this one. Tomorrow, again, I'll be covering Steelers and the Jets preseason. Tonight, Texans Raiders preseason. So, again, we are a football channel. Going to see a little bit more football here. Obviously, the NFL starts in 20 days. Ready for it. Even have a ticker. How many channels have a ticker? How many claim to be a football channel and they don't have a ticker? A lot of them. I have had a ticker for like 2 months now. 2.5 months. Crazy. Anyway, Royals 6, A's 2. That's in the top of the 8th. Final scores from earlier. The Cardinals over the Reds 10-9. The Indians over the Giants 5-2. Blue Jays 5, Rays 1, Braves 2, White Sox nothing. So there you go. Ortiz underrated. I mean, yeah, he's good. He's known for his defense. And he's just playing really well at the plate as of late. So, yeah, it's again, thank you for the subs. I do appreciate that. We're now Ben Roethlisberger subscribers away from 10,900. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. All right, Ortiz is 1 for 3 with an RBI. He will be up to the plate. Again, an OPS over 1,000 his last 30 games. Just been really good. Really good. All right, this is, again, Diaz out there for the Mariners. The pitch, that's downstairs, ball 1. 79 in the sweeper as the Brewers look to get some insurance. As they're looking to not bat in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the 1-0. That's a sweeper upstairs, called a strike. That was way upstairs. 1-1 count to Joey Ortiz. Go Birds. Which one? There's so many birds. 1-1 count, the pitch. That's in there at the knees, 1-2. Oh, the Eagles. Ugh. Evan, that's tough. Appreciate you, though, Evan, for hanging out with us today. 1-2 count to Ortiz. The pitch. Breaking ball outside, 2-2. Mr. Green with the Raiders. Plenty of hope before the season crushes them. Oh, man. Well, the future might be bright, though, Mr. Green. Maybe. 2-2 to Ortiz. Diaz kicks and delivers. That's down and in, 3-2. Eagles. Yeah, a lot of Eagles fans on the channel because of JJ. Yeah, I'm not. You know, again, born in Pennsylvania. I lived an hour away from Philly. But not an Eagles guy. Never was. Never will be. 3-2, the pitch. Ortiz yanks this foul. I have a lot of family that are Eagles fans, though. Brandon going with a go, Pack, go. Yeah, again, ready for football. Of course, it's here we go Steelers here. Here we go. 3-2 to Ortiz. Diaz delivers. Called strike 3. He struck him out. That's a nice pitch. 90 on the sinker, just barely caught the zone. 1 out. All right, Garrett Mitchell again with a pair of doubles, 2 for 3 on the day, also with an RBI. Can't wait for football for sure. Matt LaFleur, I'm surprised he got hired back, I'll be honest with you. That's off the plate, ball 1. Just here, watch your parlay hit. Oh, you're good. Yeah, no, appreciate you, Evan. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, no problem. No problem. You can cheer for whoever you want. But I will probably react differently per team, as that's in there 1-1. Diaz sets, kicks, and delivers. That's high and in 2-1. Again, Diaz has been in AAA all year, 6.23 in AAA, and he's faced 2 batters and has gotten 2 outs. Two and one, the pitch. As Mitchell sends a fly ball to center field. Rodriguez is racing back. He's at the track. He's looking. That ball is gone. A solo shot for Garrett Mitchell, his 9th homer of the season. As the Packers finally get their extra points, as they lead 7-4. So there is your insurance. Of course, the Brewers looking for some more. Brewers fans loving that. It'll bring up David Hamilton, who's 1 for 3 with the RBI double. How many top 10 draft picks have the Raiders had? It's been a lot. The pitch. That's downstairs, ball 1. When the Brewers win, the Jays win. Yeah, no, I know the AL is very tight. Stillers, that's the Yinzers. I'm not a Yinzer. I never was a Yinzer. Here's the 1-0. That's in there 1-1. 1-1 to Hamilton. Simmons not happy. Jeff is very happy. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be hit to left. That'll jump in. That's a base hit. The Brewers, they're not done. 1 out single for Hamilton. And Luis Lara is expected to be due up, and he's 0 for 3. Not too sure if they'll pinch hit or not. And thank you, Drago. I appreciate it. Yeah, I try to get you. Try to get everybody at least once. Chat definitely a little bit bigger as of late, as that's going to be fouled back. Oh, maybe not as moving as today, but. So wild card, not a fan of Pittsburgh or Green Bay. 0-1 to Lara. Runner on first, 1 out. The pitch. That's in there. 0-2. 86 right down the middle. Yeah, that was Mitchell there. Seattle's winning. Jason saying Seattle's winning. He's calling his shot. We'll be ready for the 9th. We'll see what happens. 0-2 count to Lara. Diaz readies. And fires. That is popped up. First base side. Naylor moving. And he's under it. It makes the catch. That is out number 2. And that'll flip over the lineup for the Brewers. And it'll bring up Bryce Terang, 1 for 4. Jenny Bowers and the Hispanic Assassin. There we go. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the Raiders do, man. Definitely would like to see the Raiders good. So that's going to be in there 0-1. Just, looking at old NFL films, stuff, old footage. See how the Raiders were. And Al Davis and all those teams. I don't know. I like to see that. I like to see an NFL with the Raiders with, being legit, as that's fouled back 0-2. But again, like I mentioned earlier, them now in Las Vegas, I don't know if it'll ever happen, to be honest with you. This doesn't seem like a football city. I don't think teams are going to be intimidated to go there. Here's the 0-2. That is fouled back. Still 0-2 to Terang. Again, if you're just tuning in, the Brewers leading 7-4 over the Mariners. The Brewers just tacked on a run. Garrett Mitchell with a solo shot home run. Getting some insurance. They're looking for more 0-2 count to Terang. Diaz readies and fires. That's a grounder to second. Young with it, tosses to first. That is out. Out number 3. All right, we go to the top of the ninth. It'll be the Brewers with a 3-run cushion. And the Mariners will send Randy Arozarena, Dominic Canzone, and Julio Rodriguez to the plates. Who would be a Brewer player you'd like to see on the Bucks? Currently, probably a McGill. We need some again. Well, maybe no. Starting pitching. So I guess Mizorowski. I guess we could use a Mizorowski. That'd be nice. Because we need starting pitching for sure. It was bullpen. Now it's starting pitching for sure. Trident's up. This guy. They have a black hole. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like... I feel like with Oakland, you at least had the, it's going to be a rowdy type of stadium. It's going to be loud. It's going to be intimidating. Home field advantage will at least be there. Raiders might not be good, like, the 2000s. Like, from about the mid-2000s on, they haven't been. But, at least you had that, though. And now it's Vegas. It's like, I don't know. William Contreras is pretty good. I like William Contreras. William Contreras is pretty solid. But I don't know. Again, our offense, like, just to help the Pirates this year, I would say you need a pitcher. We'll take one of your pitchers. I guess I'd go Mizorowski. I would go Mizorowski just because we need some help. Our starting pitching is a joke. Let's go on G-Man. Appreciate you, man. Folks, make sure to check out G-Man for your Dodgers. Covers the Dodgers. Really good guy. Make sure to check him out. Just crossed 1,000 subs as well. So we're proud of you. G-Man, keep working hard. You're doing a great job. So make sure to check him out. I'm subscribed to G-Man. You should be as well. I am short. Let me hoist the chair real quick. Give me 1 sec. This chair has been shrinking the entire stream. Now I'm going to look like a monster here. Probably not. You'll probably notice a little bit of difference more on screen. All right. It'll be Randy Arozarena. He is 0 for 2 with a walk and was hit by a pitch. He'll be leading off the top of the ninth. Again, it's going to be Trevor McGill on the mound for the Brewers. 2.44 ERA. He has 22 saves and 24 opportunities. You're very welcome. Always a pleasure, Chi-Man. You give us Skeens. You want Skeens? You want his 5 ERA since May? Yeah, it's fine with me, honestly. But you won't get him for nothing. All right, Arozarena at the plate. Again, the Mariners down by 3. They need 3 runs and 3 outs. The pitch, and that's upstairs, ball 1 as we're underway in the top of the ninth. 98 on the fastball from McGill. G-Man, I don't know, that's what I've been saying. I'm sorry. I don't know. Sinbin, is that a swing and a miss? I might have been wrong the entire time. 1-1 counts. To Randy Arozarena. The 1-1 Arozarena, that's popped up. But that'll be back out of play. It is a foul ball, 1-2. Again, if you're just tuning in, Brewers 7, Mariners 4. Brewers trying to get their 79th win of the season. They are leading the league with the record. Best record in all of baseball. That one's fouled away, 1-2. Good told funny stories. Yeah, I'm not funny. I'm not a funny guy. So that's tough. Yeah, you get bottom of the barrel entertainment here. Here's the 1-2, the pitch. That's grounded, also foul. Rosarena keeping it going. CH man. 1-2. McGill's rocking. He sets, he fires. That's taken downstairs for a ball. 88 on the knuckle curve. 2-2 count to a Rosarena. Again, thank you for the sub. I do appreciate that. The Mariners didn't lose 22-0. Yeah, it's definitely, this is a much better game than that one. 2-2. McGill readies and fires. And that's once again foul back. I don't know how he made contact. 98 on the fastball. 2-2 still. McGill might have his work cut out for him here. Have a good night, Jeff. Appreciate you. Thank you again for the sub. 5 subs away from 10,900. The pitch, as that's a fly ball to center field. Mitchell's racing back and will make the catch just shy of the track for out number 1. All right, that'll bring up Dominic Canzone, 1 for 4 on the day. You assumed I was right. Yeah, I'm not. I'm a failure. Friday's probables for the Brewers. Again, if you're a Brewers fan, you got the Braves and the Brewers. So, I don't know if On the Go with CeeLo will be covering for you, but he's a friend of the channel. He covers the Braves. Here is the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. 98 on the fastball. And thank you, Steve. I appreciate you, Crunchy. Gonna play The Last of Us. Have fun with that. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 89 in the dirt. Canzone just could not lay off. $22-0 is just unacceptable. I know that is pretty insane. But the Pirates fan, well, we've seen it. We've seen it from our team. Not this year, of course. Definitely a much better team this year. 0-2 the pitch. That's a grounder. But that's also a foul ball. NFL game I'm calling this weekend. I don't know if I'm calling it the game this weekend. Maybe Sunday. I think I made the thumbnail for Seahawks and the Titans Sunday night. But I don't know if that one is not for sure yet. The 0-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out. The Brewers just 1 out away from victory number 79. Of course, again, the Mariners with the loss, they would drop to 3 back in the wild card. 4.5 back from the Astros. The Brewers looking to extend their lead over the Dodgers. It would be a two full games above the Dodgers, as that's going to be a fly ball to center field. He is running back. Mitchell with a nice grab. Oh, that was tailing away, but he made a nice adjustment. Out number 3. This ball game is over. The Brewers win 7-4. They take the series. And, of course, we'll take on the Braves very shortly after this series. And I believe the Mariners, again, the Cubs. Mariners and the Cubs. Yep, that one's in Seattle. So both teams with some tough opponents coming up. Well, I do appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Thank you guys for hanging out with me as I called this game. Obviously, it's always a pleasure to call the games for you guys. Especially when, again, it's not a pirate stream, so I'm at the mercy of you guys giving me a chance to call the game. I know there's other people calling the game, so thank you for giving me your time and your energy and hanging out with us tonight, or today. Tonight, of course, is the Raiders and the Texans. So, if you're interested in some football, want to talk football and all that good stuff, I'll be back. That one at 8 Eastern, 7 Central. So I may see you there. I'll be here. Will you is the question. But thank you guys again. You guys all have a great rest of your day. And, yeah, make sure, again, to hit that like button. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. 4 subs away, I believe. That's where we were at. But yeah, make sure to sub. I don't know why I keep saying that. But anyway, I will catch you guys later. Y'all have a great rest of your day. See you next time right here on the Dr. Delay Sports Network. And of course, we'll play out with some music. And if there's anyone on, we'll send you guys somewhere. I don't know where, but we'll send you guys somewhere. All right. Peace and goodbye.
Some days just hit different. No drama, just living. Today was a great day. Some days just hit different. No drama, just living. Alarm went off, but I beat it to the punch. Coffee tasted right, grabbed an early lunch. Green lights all the way, didn't miss a turn. Sun shining bright, let the windows burn. Phone stayed quiet, nothing blowing up. Just a couple friends saying, man, what's up? Stopped by the store, found my favorite drink. Sometimes life is better than you think. Today was a great day. No stress, weighing on my mind. One step at a time, everything just fell in line. Today was a great day. Didn't need a reason why. Sometimes all it takes is one blue sky. Got back home, kicked off my shoes. Dog by the door like I've been waiting on you. Controller in my hand, game loading up. No rage today, just a little good luck. Group chat laughing over something dumb. Nobody arguing, everybody having fun. Pizza on the table, favorite show on. Didn't even notice that the Steelers won. You don't need fireworks, you don't need fame. Sometimes the little things change everything. Today was a great day. Hope tomorrow feels the same. Every little moment makes the memories we keep. Today was a great day. No rush, no race to run. If tomorrow's half as good, then I've already won. Here's to the simple days. May they never feel ordinary.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.